Good evening. Oh, I should turn the music down a little bit, shouldn't I? Even though this is like one of my favorite music cues in the whole thing. There we go. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. I keep forgetting what screen I have everything on. I'm so professional. Okay. Also, I am going to jump into VC in a little bit. I didn't give the guys much of a heads up that I'm doing this, so absolutely no guarantees if who or if anyone will actually show up. So, fair warning. Probably nobody. I don't know. But I thought I would hop on and hang out with y'all and maybe answer some more questions. I did reopen the question form, so that link is still valid. At least I assume the link still works. If it doesn't, let me know. So that was kind of my plan. Let me copy it for the Twitch chat because you guys don't have it. Copy. Paste. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm glad I had a nap. I feel better. And we have the Bones cam up, and we have so much amazing fan art. I'm adding it as it appears, and I'm so thankful to everyone that has created fan art for this, or whatever fan work, or just hanging out in the Discord server. It's all appreciated. I appreciate all the hype. It's been an absolute joy. Let me get the Discord link in case anybody wants that. Epic and I have also been working on making an RFA Quiplash. So if you have suggestions for prompts that are PG-13, of course, feel free to send them in. Chips. And yes, this is my rescue dog Bones. You can request Bones pats at any time, like Mari just did. Look at what a little happy, snuggly ball he is. Yes. RFA Quiplash. We've come up with some good things. It's interesting to switch from making answers to making prompts and hoping that they'll actually be funny. Yeah. So let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Mari. Hi, Kira. Hi, Luna. Hi, Mama Bear. Oh, Mama Bear is probably off getting dinner. Enjoy dinner. If you haven't eaten, please do so. Hi, Orlando. Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Different Anime. Sleepy Star, good evening or good time zone. Maddie says, is it weird? I had a dream about me being an RFA as a listener a few months ago and it was kind of funny. No? That sounds about on track to me. Oh, Mackenzie. Don't mention an elevator. Oh no, Kira says Drumlin is haunting my dreams. Yikes. That, on the other hand, sounds unfortunate. Yee. Nobody wants that. I'm wondering when to jump in stream, because I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to show up. It may be entirely possible that JC may just run in and yell jackbag and run back out, so who knows? That also may not happen. I don't know. Not the Drumbo. Yo Mama House 2.0. Hi. I looked right at my husband when I said that because I wanted to see his reaction. He just made a funny face. Hi, Strawberry. Is part 5 of Survivors and Saviors coming okay? I know everybody's anxious for the story to continue. Kira, like, come on, any dream is fine, but Drumlin? I'm with you. I'm with you. I'd be real mad at my self-conscious, personally. I'd be like, really? You had all of this to choose from, and I got Drumlin? Drumlin? Really? That is kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Ah! Tea time, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Exactly, Luna. Of all the characters. Of all of them. Also, for those of you that are up to date on this saga of my husband's rivalry with this person who has no idea. Well, maybe she does. Who knows? Disco Janet has reappeared. Oop, and he triumphed over her. So, for those of you that don't know, this is a VR game called Synth Riders, which is a rhythm game. It's really awesome, excellent game. And he kept running into this person on the scoreboard, and they just kept having a battle back and forth of who would win on what songs. And we thought maybe Disco Janet had disappeared, but she's back, and she has been temporarily vanquished. Hi, tea time. Waiting on 2 people's lines. I've already got my sound effects downloaded and figured out. Excellent. Just random stuffy. My partner and I are so ready for the next part. I understand. I've got quite a bit of it written. I just, it's a matter of logistics. I think I know. I think I'm getting closer to figuring out how I want to present it. But, you know, just be a little bit patient. I'm still kind of recovering from part 3. It was quite a thing to get it done. Thanks, Strawberry. Oh no, Luna. That's not a fun dream either. Everyone's self-conscious needs to get with the program here. Ooh, exciting. Sleepy Star is getting stuff ready for Comic-Con. Excellent. I love conventions. I was just listening to the first episode of the podcast by Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk, and it's so good. It's called Once We Were Spacemen. It's exactly what you would expect. I love them. Drumlin is holding a drumstick chicken, or chicken drumstick. Okay. I guess that would track. I'm glad Jack was comforting you, Maddie. Thank you, Stuffy. I appreciate that. I'm glad you've recovered from your dream, Luna. I feel like maybe I should make the fan art slideshow go a little slower. So, I would... God. Because, like, I really want to show off everyone's work, so... Okay. Hi, Kat. Well, I mean, this wasn't exactly planned. I mentioned a little bit about it on Discord, and even though it was only like I might stream later. Maddie, I'm sure it'll be fine. Do you not like surprises though? Because I tell people I often don't. Sometimes I don't know. It depends on the context. Actually, it was a bit of a bummer for my husband one year for my birthday. He was trying to surprise me with tickets to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So I knew something was happening and I knew the date. And then, like, 2 days before, I heard a radio commercial for it. And I put it together. I was like, wait, is that what we're doing? I was right. And that was a really interesting concert. It was a great concert. It's one of the loudest concerts I've ever been to in my life, and we were all the way at the back of the arena. And there was this family in front of us with like two like adult sons and their older mother. And at the end they were like, "Mom, how did you like the show?" And like, if you don't know, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, in addition to being very loud, they have a ton of like pyrotechnics as well. So they're like, "Mom, how'd you like the show?" She's like, "It was great. I'm blind and I'm deaf, but it was great." On Twitch, I do have a Madonk emote, don't I? Yeah, I do. There it is. Alright, yeah, that timing on the slideshow I feel like is a little better. I was thinking if I ran out of questions, I could just start like cooing over everyone's art. Because it's amazing. There you go. Kat says, one time I did a surprise birthday party for my dad, and he is very observant of things, so it was damn hard to keep the secret for over 2 weeks before his birthday. Yeah, I get it. We once planned a surprise anniversary party for my parents, and so there's this restaurant, and then like across the parking lot, that restaurant has like a conference or like event rooms. And somehow, even though they like stopped to take pictures ahead of time, my dad didn't figure out that they were going into the wrong building. And my dad's a smart guy. And like somehow just didn't put it together and was totally surprised. Yeah, Mandy, I'm kind of with you. I like planning surprises rather than being surprised, yes. Okay, let me look at what questions we have. Oh, Epic, are you able to pin the questions in the YouTube chat question form? Actually, I'll do it. Because you're usually over on Twitch. Oh no, where did I put the link? Okay. I'm like, do I hop in VC first and then start answering questions and see what happens? Or should I start answering questions and then hop in VC? I know you guys are probably all like, hop in VC, hop in VC. I just don't know what's going to happen when I do. Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Luna's the opposite. I like being surprised, but I'm not good at planning surprises. I'm just always worried I'll, like, react wrong, which is probably a very silly thing to think. Luma Labs says the fan art looks so good. It is amazing. Generally, whatever you send in, I'm going to love it. I haven't seen the new... Did the new Linus one come up? I don't... Hi, Joseph. I don't know if Halise is here who drew it, but, like, JT is so in love with it. He's like, that's basically canon in my mind now. What did he say? And I didn't know, like, I said that Linus wants to be a veterinarian, and unbeknownst to me, JT kind of also has that dream. I had no idea, never talked to him about that. And he was like, so that's kind of my dream. And I was like, with or without the dress? He's like, with. Yeah, Maddie, try not to overthink it. My husband is on a work call next to me, so thank you for being understanding about that. You probably will hear him talking in the background sometimes. So, thank you. Hi, Terrence. Okay. I want to look at the questions. I want to grab something that, like, I want to grab something good, and then I'll probably jump in VC and see if anybody else wants to hang out. And then I will panic and figure out how to get the stream kit thing on screen. I have no idea if anybody else... I didn't plan this. This was very spontaneous, so probably nobody else is around. But I'm like nervous now because I put it out there and a couple of the guys are online. I'm like, it's fine. Let's see. I have a question from Esther. I hope I didn't answer some of these already. I did listen back to the last live stream, and I listened back to it a couple of times, and for some reason... I forgot to turn my alerts off. For some reason, I'm some of the questions feel familiar, and then I'm like, did I already answer that, or did I not? I'm going to answer this one anyway. Alice says dress. Yeah, I don't know why that one isn't showing up on the slideshow. Hold on. Let me pause the slideshow for a second. I'm just going to pull it up on screen. And then I will answer this question. Hold on. Let's see. I got to remember to keep talking even when I'm doing things. We can put it here. Right, because this is where I am, the shirtless Emerson. Okay, so let's go. Images. Fan art. Aliens. There it is. Okay. So there was a question of... Because I answer questions on my Discord server as well. This has an explanation, I promise. So... there was a question of what pets would the guys have. So I came up with some answers, and I finally decided that Jim's pet, Buster, I've decided is a cat. And then Holly's made this art, and JT and I are so in love with it. Because I said Linus would probably have a bunch, because he wants to be a vet. So in addition to having a couple pets, he probably also has like some woodland creatures that he's nursed back to health, which I have actually done, by the way. I've nursed like chipmunks and mice back to health. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I can totally see that as something Linus would do. So then someone asked, well, does that make Linus a Disney princess? I'm like, well, maybe. He's got kind of long hair. And then this happened, and I love it so much. They did all of the art of the pets that I came up with, or their favorite animals. And not only that, but they're in their favorite color. It is so cute. I love it so much. And Linus's favorite color is green, so he's got a green dress. How fabulous is that dress? And yeah, JT is so in love with it. So, for the pets, I said Brian would have like a full aquarium. Jack would have a dog. Derek would have a snake. Will would have a rabbit. Jim has a cat named Buster. Emerson, I was joking and said bees because of the whole Russian bee thing, which gave rise to Emerson doing the Russian accent. So that's why there are some bees next to Emerson's dog, because I also said dog for him. I said that my favorite animal is an otter, so she drew an otter for me. And then Alex, I said bearded dragon. I think that's bearded dragon. And then Dimitri, I said like a bird, like a parakeet or something. So I I just love it so much. I don't know why it wasn't showing up in the slideshow. It's absolutely in the folder. Oh my god. Now I have to go back and see your reactions because I wanted to focus and give the explanation first. Okay, let's see. Buster is a cat, yes. Joseph, it's just a silly piece of fan art. Don't take it too seriously. It's just meant to be fun. I love everything about it. I love that they're all in their favorite colors. Yeah, because like the joke about Disney princesses always being friends with animals. That's why someone made that connection. They're like, wait a minute, are you saying that Linus is a Disney princess? And then I jokingly was like, yeah, sure, he's got long hair, why not? Fluttershy vibes. I don't know what that means. Hi, Yuzuki. It is beautiful, isn't it? He is my Disney princess, says Terrence. Will with a bunny. Yeah, I'm like, Will needs a chill animal. I mean, I know bunnies aren't always chill, but Dimitri being a parrot is actually so accurate since birds are very delicate, but also are sassy. Okay, you're all yelling Fluttershy vibes. What is that? I don't know. In another world, he is a Disney princess. Apparently. I'm just going to leave that up while I answer this question. From Esther, what were your feelings when you realized you had finally finished RFA 3? Shock, kind of. Epic actually has a clip if he wants to link it. And unfortunately, it was really depressing music playing when it happened. I feel like that's happening again right now. But anyway, yeah, it didn't feel real. Like, I looked at that graphic with all the checkboxes on it so many times. And I was just like, why? I'm having trouble picturing this completely finished. Like, am I ever going to get there? And then I did. So, yeah. My Little Pony. Oh, thank you. Okay. I mean, I'm old enough that I watched the original. I haven't seen the more recent one. Alice says Brian's a fish because Siren. Yeah, so I did take little things from the guys themselves and work them into the characters in places. And yeah, I mean, Siren's a siren. Siren's son has got his whole siren theme going. So yeah, I did, you know, he's got like the mermaid tattoo, and yeah, like I made his interests like very aquatic based. I was like, yeah, he'd have an aquarium. He might also have a cuddly pet as well. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Terrence. Fluttershy is a character in My Little Pony, and her power is to connect with animals. Isn't she an animal? Do they not talk to each other? Oh. Okay, Cat is also giving me more of an explanation there. Fluttershy is very shy, very timid, a bit of a scaredy cat, but also very calm and loves animals and animals love. Okay, yeah, this tracks completely. Thank you, guys. Is that why he's a Pisces? Melinda actually picked the astrological signs, except for Dimitri and the president. I picked those. So you'd have to ask her, actually. Good night, Sleepy Star. Have an amazing time. Stay hydrated. Take breaks. Have all of the fun. I hope everything goes wonderfully. And, you know, you can listen back to this later. So also shout out to the replay crew. Derek's so moody. I know, right? And, like, they all have, like, little personality things there. And she was saying, like, oh, how do I make Emerson's dog, like, I want him to look like a little bit of an older dog. How do I do that? And, like, she did it. Like, that's absolutely what that looks like. I like that Jax is sort of, like, too cool for school, almost. Yes, Derek is a danger noodle, exactly. You think Brian also has a cat? I don't know. I think it's because Missy put the idea in my head. What if he had a chinchilla? What do we think about that? Maddie says, I bet you Brian has a cat named Tuna or something with a fish name. Entirely possible. Which is also funny because hold on, I have to look at a map to make sure. I have to check something. I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, and it's funny that Brian is like so in love with, water and whatnot because he's from a landlocked state, West Virginia. But that's okay. It doesn't mean just because you didn't grow up with something that you can't love it. Right? Maddie or Terrence is suggesting the name would be Sashimi. I love that. I love that. I'm not saying that's canon. But yes, I do answer aliens questions on my Discord server as well. I was thinking of starting to post some of those to the website as well. May as well. Okay. I should stop putting this off and just jump in the chat. In case anybody wants to jump in. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why that one is not showing up in the slideshow. Like, I added the whole folder. Tell me if it comes through this time, because I see newer art in there. Kat says Linus could have a chinchilla or maybe like a hamster or a hedgehog since they're very timid animals. Maybe. But like I said, Linus wants to be a vet, so he probably loves all kinds of animals. Alice says Derek and Jack, Emerson and Carter are next to each other. Wow. Yes, that was the artist's decision, but the decision to put Emerson and the president together was very deliberate. Hi, Goblin Frog. How are you? Man, this pet thing is really taking off, but that's fine. We're here to chat and have fun. Okay. What other questions do we have? So, a lot of the questions were, what was your favorite part to record? Or what was your favorite line? And the reason I didn't really ask that of the guys is that a lot of them recorded quite a long time ago, so I figured they might not remember. Because I know when I do collabs, like, I sort of, like, record and then check out. Like, I don't necessarily remember it all that well, unless it was something that I really struggled with or really nailed,
How many do you have again?
Okay. And other ones that are like, who is your favorite character? What was your favorite line of someone else's? Not all of them have listened to it. So like, I promise I was not trying to, like, ignore anybody's questions. I was just trying to kind of pick the ones that I thought would go best with the group that I had. What was I doing? Okay, I'm setting a reminder to take my sleep medication a little bit later. Because obviously I don't want to do that right now and fall asleep on you guys. That would be a terrible idea. So let's move that back a bit. There we go. Alright, I think I'm going to switch up the music too. Because our vibe is not as serious as Aliens. Luna says, my cat is currently cuddling with me. Aww. Yeah, Emmy had a question. If you were cast as a different character in RFA3, who would you pick and why? I'm like, maybe, I suppose that answer may have come out differently this time, because last time everyone just picks Derek. And I feel like JC and Siren might be like, someone with less lines. Okay, what else do we have? Kimberly had asked, and I feel like I answered this one, do you ever think listener and Dimitri will get off the ship? You gotta stay tuned. As mentioned before, part 4 will be written, and the story continues in Aliens, Survivors, and Saviors, part 5. Oh dear. Sorry, Maddie. Can you take, like, half of it now? Part 4 when? When it's done. More than one person asked that, so. Aria asks, which is your favorite listener nickname in the series? That's actually kind of tough for me. Because I wouldn't have picked them if I didn't like them. Oh, well, Kat, stay safe, please. And if you need to go, please prioritize your safety and all that stuff. I am not a tea kettle, says perfection takes time. Thank you. But perfect is the enemy of done, so I'm not going to aim for perfect, but I appreciate the sentiment. Favorite listener nickname? Boy. Because some of it depends on not just the word, but how the guys say it. Darlin is way up there for me. It really is. And then probably Sweetheart is second. I did see Malashka getting a lot of love in the comments and in the chat. Some people wrote me long essays on how much they loved Dimitri, which was great. Part 4 where? I will let you know. I haven't totally decided. Because I have a bunch of options. I could release it on Patreon, Fourth Wall, YouTube, or my own website, kimcarteraudio.com.
Hi, Kim.
Ah!
Sorry for the jump scare.
No, this is what happens when you have all the, I have all the sounds turned off because I'm streaming, so.
Oh, gotcha.
Akron is here, everybody. Our Derek in part 3 is here. How you doing?
Hello, friends. Good, how are you?
I'm good. I had no idea if anybody was actually going to show up when I jumped in BC because this was so not planned at all.
No, that's fair. I can't stay for long, but I just wanted to come say hi.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Let me scan through real quick and see if there was any other questions specifically for you.
Okay.
I think someone was asking, how does it feel to be the favorite character, since Derek is a lot of people's favorites.
Ooh. He's mine too, so.
Well, that works out. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else for you. Oh, no, I already asked you that one. Sorry. My husband is on a work call next to me. There's nothing I can do about it. He also warned them. He's like, my wife is streaming, so I'll be muting periodically. It all works out. So let's see. Did you have any bloopers when you were recording? I know you didn't have that many lines, so.
I don't think so. I can go back and look. It's been a while since I recorded, so I don't remember.
Yes, I know. That's what I was trying to tell them, too. I'm like, these guys recorded quite a while ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I will go back and take a look.
Okay. And while you're looking, did you have, or I mean, maybe you heard from Weeb, but did you have any concept of like what a big project this was?
Somewhat, because I had heard from Weeb a while, because I know he had been involved in talking you into doing more parts and stuff like that if he was helping edit it to edit. So he was somewhat keeping me informed about it, but yeah, when he pitched the idea of helping out after the previous Derek who wasn't able to do it. I was like, ooh, this will be fun.
Awesome. And had you listened to any of it?
I had, yeah. Because I mean, mainly, well,
Maybe to get to
sound
the
weird, but I
voice.
said, like mainly to well, I had listened to it even beforehand just because I wanted to support Weeb and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely listened to it a few times, preparing, just kind of listening to the voice actors just to try to lock in the accent.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Chat is insisting that I show you some fan art.
Oh no, I'm scared.
It's okay. I'll give you the background for this, which is that I got asked
Okay.
like what pets would all the guys have. So I listed them, and at the end I said Linus would probably have a bunch because Linus actually wants to be a veterinarian. So he would probably have like several animals and probably also some woodland creatures that he's nursed back to health. Which I have literally done. I have nursed both mice and chipmunks back to health. It's a whole thing.
That's awesome.
Sorry, that made me jump. Tea time, thank you for the bits. Anyway, so someone asked, well, does that make Linus a Disney princess? And I was like, well, he does have the long hair. So then someone made art of this, and they are insisting they show it to you. So let me put it back up on the screen for
Let's
them.
go.
And then I'll show it to you. Oh, no, where did I put it? Ah! Okay. And I showed this to JT, and I know you haven't met him, but he absolutely loves it. Like, he's so in love with it. Which I love. Like,
Nice.
I figured that would probably be his reaction.
Sure.
Okay. So I said that Derek would have a snake. So the
That is beautiful.
and
That is art if I've ever seen it right there.
right. I love the dress so much, and
The face,
Yeah.
oh, that's beautiful.
and what was I gonna say? And she even did them like all in the character's favorite colors as well. So Derek's favorite color is navy
Oh,
blue.
very cool. Yeah,
So yeah.
that's cool. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh. Do we have an Ed as well? Am I missing something? Oh god. Okay.
I think he's in the YouTube chat.
Oh. Hi Ed. You can jump in if you want, but I don't know how you're feeling. I know you're sick. But if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome. Also, please behold this glorious fan art.
Witness.
Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Like I was like happy tears. I was almost crying. It's so cute. Like I can't even. Oh. Anyway, did you looking back over it, did any bloopers or anything jump out to you?
Not really.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, there's just some like stumbling over words and not being able to lock in the accent correctly, but it's not.
Yeah,
really
I had
funny.
you
It's
do
just me
this
being dumb.
a couple of retakes, but I mean, I can't do the Scottish accent, so I'm not judging at all. Like you did me a huge favor.
Honestly, like the Scottish accent is a bit tricky for me because I usually try to fall into like Irish, which is more comfortable for me to do.
Mhm.
So
Which is fine.
it's can definitely be tricky to lock into it and stay there.
Yeah, it can be just hard to hang on to an accent.
Yeah.
Ed, we're on the
absolutely.
Aliens server, you silly. Yeah, Derek the Danger Noodle. I love it.
Yes, that checks out.
Oh yeah.
Need fan art of a snake wrapped around a lunch tray now.
You heard it here first, folks. Someone get on that. Oh, that's
Poised to
hilarious.
strike.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
I am. Hi. How's it going?
Hi, Ed.
Hey. Hey.
Oh my God, you sound terrible.
No, I'm way more tired than I'm like sick right now. I mean, I'm definitely not well, but no, it's like I've just been very frustrated after finally getting the oven to suddenly discover that I don't can't use it yet.
Because they weren't able
And
to
so I've
install
been-
it.
Yeah, specifically the new gas line, which I technically don't need, so I'm gonna see what I can do. But the new gas line that came with the oven is bigger than the hole that they put in the floor to attach it to the gas line. So the wonderful people that spoke about 4 words of English said, "You need do this," and just kind of handed me papers and left. So I was like, "Well, poop."
Oh, man.
Thankfully, it's an easy process. It's just I only have one working arm, so that's gonna be complicated. But that's off topic.
No, that's okay. Did you see the fan art with Linus?
I did see the fan art with because everybody's like, "Ed, you're a dog." I was like, well, I knew that, but
There are also little bees next to it, though. I just put it in the stream chat if you want to see. Because
you know, if that's the case, why didn't Emerson end up being a bear?
well, because the question was pets, not just like any animal. It was pets.
In communist Russia, the
I was gonna
bear,
say,
bears
if
can
he is
be
Russian,
Putin ride bear. Putin ride bear. Why can't Emerson ride bear? Like bear.
True.
You ever tell the story of the bears and the bees? I mean, it's a coming of age tale. Very funny.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh, hilarious. Anyway, I'm so in love with it. And JT loves it. Like, he absolutely loves it. Because I didn't know, apparently he's into animals too. He's like, that would absolutely be my dream. I was like, with the dress or without? He's like, with. It looks good.
So like
Slays
the
in that
gag
dress.
is ultimately that Linus is a Disney princess.
Yes, that was the joke.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah, sorry if you missed that bit of the loop, but yes, when I was explaining that
no,
Linus would have lots of animals, and somebody asked, "Does that make him a Disney princess?" I'm like, "Well, he's kind of got long hair, so sure."
Like either that or I'm waiting for, because Linus's haircut is so reminiscent of Cloud Strife. Like I'm waiting for somebody to make art of that one sequence when they make Cloud cross dress for a beauty pageant and he wins. He can win against the 2 female characters, or Tifa and Aerith, who are supposed to win. It's just like, not only will I cross dress, I will beat the both of you at your own game.
Cloud's just too fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I will never forget the experience of when I used to go to Otakon in Baltimore, which is an anime convention. I don't think it's still a thing anymore, but it used to be huge. But yeah, we would just descend on like downtown Baltimore, and it's not Clouds. Who's the guy in one of the Final Fantasy games with like the really long gray hair and the huge sword?
Oh, Zach.
That doesn't sound right.
That's
White
Zach.
hair, maybe? Oh, is it
Okay,
Sephiroth?
Well, that's Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. Okay.
Sephiroth.
If it's black hair, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, if you said gray or black hair, that's Cloud's. That's the person Cloud thinks he is, and that guy's name is Zach. And yeah, white hair is Sephiroth.
Okay. So yes, but anyway, it was just funny seeing the beleaguered Burger King employees taking, an order from like this absolutely gigantic Sephiroth. They really did a good job.
He's like, "Welcome to Burger King. What would you like to order?" My mother.
My mother.
I don't know enough Final Fantasy lore for that to be funny to me.
Sephiroth just has this, like, it has a horrible relationship with his mother. We'll just leave it at that. Like,
Okay.
he just really had, like, he loves his mother, and that's the problem. Like,
Terrence is saying maybe Emerson is already the bear with how big he is. There you go.
yeah, that could be. That could be.
He is.
He's like, "I will Winnie the Pooh this bitch."
Just so you know, guys, Ed gets a little bit more punchy when he's not feeling 100%.
No, yeah.
Was that
Well,
your
I
favorite?
can't take my frustration out on the oven, but yeah.
Mm.
Was that my what?
Was that
Go ahead,
your
go ahead.
favorite thing to record?
Actually, no.
Oh.
I, I mean, I think that might have, like, it should have been, but like, because you're like, just say whatever. Like, I got really stressed out because I'm like, what do I
Aw.
do?
I'm sorry.
Like, what would be? Which is why, like, I gave you all those different takes, and they were all so radically different, is because
Hmm.
I was like, how far is too far? And then again, because the crux of it being is this, like, Emerson is, at least as far as we know, pretending that he's been a Russian agent this whole time. Like, how, like, do I pretend to be worse than Drumlin? Do I pretend to be like, oh, Emerson has been an agent for the KGB this whole time, but he's not not an enemy of the president, or is, I mean, or does he know nothing about it, or does he know too much? And then, like I said, I was all over the place, which was why I can't remember how many takes. It was either 4 or 5 takes. And I think the most fun I had, honestly, was the number of times I got to shove Madonk into there and nobody noticed. Like, that was my favorite part.
Excellent. I'm trying to get the stream kit thing to show up. See if that wants to work for me. Does that work? Oh, yay, it's working. Okay, yay, go me. Almost like I maybe kind of know what I'm doing sometimes. Let's put this over here.
Professional.
Oh, Bones is changing position. Oh, now he's back to form ball of dog. Let me see. I feel like, Ed, there were a couple more questions that I felt like would be good for you. Because I'm trying to go back through the questions since there were so many that we didn't get to. But a lot of them were that. They were like, what was your favorite thing to record? And then, like, what was your favorite line that someone else said? And I didn't want to run down the list because I know not everybody remembers what they did and not everybody has listened to it.
Yeah. I will say, like, my the Arcanon, I think my favorite line from Derek was and it was because it's so few to, because your part was smaller, I think that was the nothing to think about part. I think I was my favorite line of that. And obviously because that rides the high after just beating Drumlin in the face or something. With whatever the listener wants to put in there, but it was a food tray apparently.
Yes.
Food tray, fire extinguisher, IV stand. Take your pick.
It's not a food tray. It's the flag of Scotland. It's just made of metal.
I was actually, Epic was helping me make up some Quiplash questions, like RFA Quiplash questions. So that's actually been pretty fun.
Nice.
It's different switching it around and not trying to think of answers, but think of questions. And it's interesting that you said the line about, mate, there was nothing to think about from Derek, because a couple people pointed that out as something that they really loved. So
Yeah.
So good job with
it's a
that
really cool
line.
Well, it kind of gives it kind of lends, like, integrity to Derek as a character, because like you said, he's like, he's presented with a situation where he's going to put himself in danger, and he's like, I didn't even think about the danger, I just did the good thing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Though I found it absolutely fascinating. I don't know if you guys were watching the chat at this point, but I think they were so hyped up with everything. I think I might have mentioned this on a previous stream. They somehow missed the sound of the gun and didn't interpret the line of, like, I'll splatter his brains all over the wall, like didn't interpret it correctly. They're like, he had a gun? What? I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, guys, just go back, listen to it again, and you'll hear it. But it's fascinating to me how that happened, and I get how it happens, because like I said, I'm a fangirl at heart, and I've been to several Backstreet Boys concerts, so I get how it happens. That you just get so overwhelmed that sometimes you stop taking in information.
It's
Oh,
magic.
fair.
Is what it is. It's quite literally like it's what magician. It's that
Sleight
that
of hand.
misdirection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the said boy band concert is focusing so hard on the boy band that they don't notice the roadie doing the setup, and they're like, I don't know how that thing got there, or how that prop showed up, or how that thing occurred, you know. And
Yes.
it feels like magic, and that's kind of what happened there. Is that like you can very clearly hear it now. Part of me was kicking myself that my hand hurt too much and our time constraint was falling short, and that was my fault. That's nobody's fault but mine. But I wanted to make art of Drumlin holding Linus hostage with the gun. Time did not allow that because we kind of had a date set, and after everything, I was like, you know what, it's probably best to just have that, because there was other little things that we wanted to have, if you recall, that I wanted to do and we never actually managed to complete it. Like you wanted to have art for Jack's kiss, and
I totally forgot about
you had I kind of was like, I'll do it, but I didn't know how that wanted to play out. Just like you also wanted art for when Emerson grabs the president and tells her, like, goes, Kim.
Yes.
And I put that in the stuff of like the schedule stuff to do, and then I was like, well, what's that gonna look like, and how's that gonna work? And then by the time I actually got around to those things, I'm like, there's not gonna be time to make it. So I had to hit cutting room floor, unfortunately.
We do have some fan art of the kiss, which I will put on screen by Hanji. Give me 1 second to get the right thing here. Oh, so many things going on. I have too many sources. Oh, God, that's big. Okay. Shrink that down.
If someone does do the Drumlin holding
Linus.
hostage, you should just have a silhouette of Derek in the background.
Yes!
Just standing over him
Like
menacingly.
the silhouette. I was gonna say you need the silhouette of Derek with the eye flares, like the
Yes,
Yes.
that's
lens
exactly
flare
what I was
eyes.
thinking of.
The
Like-
evil, anime glowing eyes. Yes.
Yep.
and put in the background the mark of 10 from like Akuma, like dead. But also put like the mark of 10, but then we got to turn around and like find the Scottish word for death and write that.
Mm.
So like right up there with
Got
like
the
one of my
English.
favorite like one of my favorite manhwa is it was a series of books called Priest, and I nearly cried because Priest is the darkest, like doom level dark kind of like ridiculously over the top body horror action with juvenile me loved it. And one of the pictures was this like Ivan, the main character, is just like staring down this one woman who keeps trying to save him, and he's just like, I'm damned, leave me alone. I want to get my revenge and go to hell like I'm supposed to. And like he wrote all these horrible, like murderous intent messages in the background. And if you look real close, there's one little teeny tiny I like macaroni and cheese. And I like
Based.
it's just like, wait, why is that in there? And like, what?
Why not?
Well, yes, I know why not, but it's also fun. Like I said, it's funny that he, out of all the
that's cool.
sin, out of all the quote unquote sins he puts all over this in his ominous aura, he is I like mac and cheese. I'm going to hell.
Yep. Straight to the boiler room of hell.
So, Ed, I feel like you haven't been asked this question in a little bit, so I'll go ahead and ask it from Emmy.
Okay.
If you were to be cast, or if you could play a different character in the whole series, who would you pick and why?
Well,
Or is it still
I don't
everyone picking
know.
Derek?
well, it's funny because if you recall, originally when I was offered my choice of part because I was helping out, And I thought about taking Derek, but again, I was like, I'm new. I didn't want to mess up your baby, and so I picked Emerson. And I don't know if I would pick another one if I had the chance. Whether
That's
it be
fair.
because I still have the same, I still like. It might be because I still have the same attitude of like everybody else is so talented. I wouldn't dare want to step on like I mean Brian seemed fun early too, but like why on earth would I try to take Siren Son's like what he's done was fantastic, you know.
Mm.
But like it also could be that, you know, after making, you know, the phone call and you letting me kind of run with Emerson, like I just like him as a character, and I don't think I would want to relinquish it, like to the point where I think I've even said is like, hey, if there's a reason for Emerson to show up in like in anything, I will still play Emerson. That's not a problem. I'll do that. Be like, what? You need him stuck in a well for a half hour? Cool. I got 30 minutes. A very, very special episode of Lassie. I'm down here.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man, I was gonna say something and now I don't remember what it was. Oh shoot. Ooh. Nope, it's gone. Moving on. Sorry, Ed, that I keep throwing questions at you, but I'm like, oh my god, other cast
okay.
is here that will know the answers.
No, it's okay.
Will have answers to
It's
this.
okay.
Your favorite line from someone else's character. Let's say maybe Justin part 3.
For Justin part 3.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Archeron saying that nothing to think about. God, I hate to. I know it might seem cruel, but I think it's got to come from Escaped. Trying to think of not the splatter his brains. I can't think of what was. I think it might have been him just barging the door down, and then his story about being exhausted trying to get it to work makes it even funnier.
That was funny.
I don't know if anybody might catch it if they watch it again, but if you watch the scene where Drumlin is the first scene where Drumlin's speaking to the president and Emerson's in the room and Emerson says, "I guess you're stuck with me." I purposely left Emerson on the screen longer, like he wouldn't want to leave. Like he's just leans in real close, like, "How you doing? Hey, look how short you are."
Oh, hang on. There was a question. Strawberry wants to know, guys, what color should the snake be for the snake wrapped around the dining tray? I don't know.
Oh, what's the color of the flower on his tattoo? The green and the purpley color.
Purple and green. Purple and green, the colors of the
Yeah.
thistle. There you go. That's
I'm
a good
not
idea.
biased at all, you know, because purple and green have nothing to do with my VTuber model or nothing. But
Oh, okay. All right. I had a question because I don't think I answered this last time, but I've answered it many times before. How old is the president's daughter? That is ultimately up to you because you are the listener. But she is not in school or anything. She is an adult businesswoman, and she was in the big city, which is like, I never name it, but I'm thinking it's New York City. I just never say it specifically. I don't know why. I'm being vague about it. Anyway. And she was there on business. So she was not in the Capitol. And... Sorry, my husband just cracked me up. Oh, I think I mentioned this on a different stream that this podcast that I was listening to mentioned back to A Muppet Christmas Carol when you have the flashback with the Ghost of Christmas Past and you have Sam Eagle as the school teacher, and every time he says, he's like, "You're about to become a man of business," and like every time he says business, he says it that way, and so like that's what my husband just did to me, and it cracked me up. Business.
now, see, there's a question I'll leave to the chats, but to you as well, Kim, is what if people have done the how would you Muppet movie a movie? How would you Muppet movie Rescued from Aliens? Like who gets to remain a human being and who there are the rest are fucking Muppets.
I mean, I feel like thematically the listener would be the human, but it would be way funnier if someone else was the human.
Yeah, that's
Drumlin
exactly
the
the thought I
human.
was having.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Drumlin was what I
Yeah.
started to think of too.
That's
Either Drumlin or the president would have been funny.
Yeah.
or maybe I like both those. Maybe maybe Dimitri, like to
Ooh, that'd
sort
be
of
good
make it
too.
like even more foreign. Like
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Or
that
Derek, so he can literally say "fucking Muppets." You know, that works too.
Yes.
Yeah, if it was
Yeah,
Derek, if it was
fucking
Derek,
Muppets.
then they just and like and when he says that line, all of the other characters have to look at each other like, "What's he mean by that?"
Yeah, what-
What's a
what?
Muppet?
Or just they're like, just like, yeah, duh.
Yeah, you idiot. What did you think we were?
All right, I think I need your guys' help figuring out this question that Mitch just put in. Can the listener pull an Eren Yeager move in the future? I feel like they should be perceived as a complex character while feeling detached and sort of melancholy in the first two parts. I do not understand that reference. Do you
Okay,
guys
so
know?
I know Eren Yeager is Attack on Titan.
Okay.
And Eren Yeager's like one of the main characters, and I think Eren becomes a Titan or something. Like I seem to recall, like
Yes.
he bites his thumb and then gets enormous. So like I mean that
Yeah,
would be
I don't-
it would be funny to have gigantic kaiju president's daughter listener. But like I don't know how to explain that.
I think they're going more thematically because like
Oh, see, it was way
Eren
cooler.
Yeager's
as
like
Lydia.
story arc is like he's very naive in the beginning, but he like kind of starts to learn more about what's going on in the like second season and stuff, and then in the later seasons he's like very
Okay,
depressed and,
whoever
edgy
I can't see it on the. I can't see it in Twitch chat, but whoever said Emerson as Kermit, no, Emerson has to be Fozzie Bear. Emerson
Oh, yes.
has to be Fozzie. He has to be Fozzie Bear. For no other reason than like he's always coming up with the insider joke. He finds it amusing to rename people. He's kind of depressed or kind of depressing because nobody finds him funny. It just fits too well. Emerson has to be Fozzie.
I need to give a quick shout out to Royalty. Just donated $10 super chat $10. Thank you so much. They say, just wanted to say before I go back to work, I absolutely love the audio. You all did phenomenal, and I'm looking forward to RFA
Cool.
Part 4. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so generous. We appreciate
It's
it.
awesome, man.
And, you know, you can listen to this back after you finish work. Okay, so people are saying in kind of a... Oh my god, I'm like, how do you say this word? Nihilistic way?
Yeah.
It's... I guess I don't really see it that way, but ultimately I can't really rule on that because, you are the listener. So it's kind of up to you. I don't foresee that in what I'm going to create. Because that's not really the way my brain works, but... so I guess a cautious no on that, but people have been writing fanfic and stuff, so, go for it. Oh, Luna's become a channel member. Thank you so much.
Ooh,
Thank you.
I want to say that way more enthusiastically than I can.
You said
Whoa. So exciting.
I'm so very. I might as well just like let myself go slack jowled and be like, I'm so happy for you. Luna, it's so wonderful. I'm so happy.
Luna, I'm so sorry. This balances out me having Ashen say nice things to you. There you go. Now it's balanced.
For every nice thing he says, we're gonna say mean things.
No.
No.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
So Akron at the
like,
end of the first Aliens stream, it was either the first, I think it was the first one. So I got a question right at the end that was like, basically a request for all of us to say something nice to them and like nice and encouraging, like on a bad day. And it was really sweet. I'm like, oh my god, this is my brand. Like we're doing this. Like, I'm amazed that I actually like got all of the guys to do it, and they all did it. But I just have to say that it was really funny because I know by that point Salad was really, really drunk. And he somehow pulled it off anyway, like he was coherent. And he said something really nice, and it was great. But he was very intoxicated by that point.
Oh boy.
Like,
tea
listen
time.
here. You are a person. You are fantastic. and you, all two of you are. You see, it's like two of you. It's like there's two, and that's just how impressive you are. I keep looking at you, and there's more of you. I'm just
Hold
gonna
on,
go for the one in
let
the
me
middle.
pause you
but
for
the
1
other
second, since
two have-
tea time has to run, because I think it was you that was doing the. Sorry, there's a tea time and I'm not a tea kettle, but one of you has been doing like hydrate and posture check redeems. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. Ed, you may now continue if you like.
No, that's okay. I was just doing my fake drunk. I've never been drunk in my whole. Well, no, that's not true. I've never been purposefully drunk in my entire life. There's 2 times where I was, and it was
you.
fine. Not exactly. I once stole my father's beer when I was like 6, and slammed it because I was like, well, it's got to be good. They won't let me drink it. And then like the other time, the other time was not through. Yeah, right. The other time, I had a tooth pulled, and like, mind you, I had surgery years prior, and I started to get addicted to painkillers, and they gave me Vicodin. So I was refusing to take it, and they didn't tell me that they gave me like 750, like the maximum dosage that they can give a person. And so like I spent the entire evening convincing, or like trying to convince my girlfriend, now wife, not to call the police because I'm too stoned to drive while I was laying in bed. Like, and
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's
I was
funny.
like, don't tell the cops. Don't tell the cops I'm stoned. Don't do it. Just keep it on the low. I can't.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is now. It's funny. You know?
I don't drink much these days, but which I'm sure isn't going to help this problem at all. But my husband calls me a featherweight, just total featherweight. I'm a cheap date.
It's like I'll walk a bottle of tequila through a warm room, and Kim's on the floor.
Down for the count.
Oh, why does that make me think of the time my mom had a Mike's Hard Lemonade with somehow not understanding that it was alcoholic? And
Oh,
like,
no.
and it was a day where we were like up at the lake house, and I had invited all my friends over, so like she was like supposed to be cooking dinner, and instead she was like looking at the ceiling going woo, and thank God my godmother Margaret was there and had to take over cooking.
It's amazing.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, the person in Twitch, I saw your TikToks of the French translation. That was really, really cool.
Yes, Luna. So I'm just trying to get all the subtitles cleaned up first, and I haven't had a chance to do that. This week has been interesting. So I want to do that first and just get everything all tidied up before I send it to you. And I have a lovely person who has also volunteered to translate them into Spanish as well, so I'm super excited about that. If you speak a foreign language and would like to translate the Alien subtitles, you can email me, kimcarter_audio@outlook.com. Look at me remembering it this time. And we would appreciate your efforts. I think right now it's only available in English, maybe German, and Japanese, which is wild, but it is available in Japanese.
Now I really want a telenovela version of one of the themes from RFK3, like
Yes,
complete with
in
the
Southern.
like Kim, por qué?
Oh my god.
Like, tell me you guys wouldn't like adore that though. Like, I mean, that needs to be like a Patreon reward or something. Like, get enough people on like
Oh,
we'll get Escape back in here. He speaks Spanish, doesn't he?
probably the guy. I mean, that guy is wild. I love him. Like,
Like,
He's like, I'm
you-
speaking
like,
to you
I want-
from the bowels of a ship. And yes, I think he
the
speaks
bowels of the ship.
several languages, including Russian, right? Like he actually does speak Russian. I think.
That checks out.
Well,
Ah.
I remember he was on like because we're on a VA server together, and he was casting, and he literally was like, it was either Russian or German. He was like, no, you actually need. I think it was German. He's like, no, you actually need to be able to speak it, and like with this accent as well. I'm like, oh, who are you? Are you for real?
That's crazy.
I I want to hear Dremlin in Spanish when it's like shouting out. We'll splatter his brains all over the world. And be like, "Le voy es tempar los sesos contra la pared." Thank you, Google Translate.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if you should trust Google Translate with that.
Oh no, yeah, no, of course not. I'm sure I just ordered like a burrito or something instead.
Kim would not recommend landing an airship intoxicated. Yeah, no, I would not. And then I am not a tea kettle says, imagine if Jim was drunk while piloting the spacecraft. Yet that would have gone badly.
It's just, I got this. Don't you worry, lovely. It'll be okay.
I do this all the time. It's fine.
That's why they call me Launchpad McQuack. Wait, they don't call me. We're gonna die.
Oh, all right. I'm going to answer a quick question here from Michaela. If Linus was without food, water, and rest for probably a few hours, wouldn't he be more than dizzy or something? Just asking. He was not completely without it. He just was given very little. So, because I know without, he would have been. And the timeline is also very slightly messed up. Maybe we could blame this on space-time dilation or something. But because of the number of times that I showed like a nighttime scene on the ship, I was like, oh god, like because the stuff on the ground feels like it only takes place over one day, but the stuff on the ship definitely does not. So it's more time than that. So he wouldn't have been totally.
It's movie time. It's just movie time. I said, like you said it before. I've said it before. This was a movie, and we all know what happens when there's time in movies. It bends and stretches and folds and does all sorts of stuff, just to make things. That's why the wires on a bomb don't get cut until like there's 2 seconds left. But like we've seen 6 minutes go by while they're sweating and staring at each other, like.
Yes.
Like you could count the 10-second timer 5 times before the one guy's finally like confesses his love before clipping the blue wire and the bomb doesn't go off.
Or if you
Or
tried
no,
to.
it should have been
Someone's
the red wire.
underwater.
Yes!
Holding their breath.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Have you ever done that? Have you ever held your breath along to see if you could hold it long enough? Because I have a pretty good lung capacity.
Dude, I almost died during Finding Nemo.
Wait,
Now,
was
see-
that during the like? What part was that during when they were out of the water? You
Oh,
mean?
the whole thing. No, yeah. The
That's
whole
the- I
thing.
think-
They were
I
underwater.
think the
I
only
was trying to
way-
hold my breath.
yeah.
It didn't work out.
I would have thought he would do the opposite, where you said they're out of where they have to hold their breath. You have to hold.
No.
But like I thought you were
that
gonna.
makes
I
too
thought
much
you were gonna
sense.
say the
That makes
abyss,
way too much sense. We don't do that here.
because like the abyss has that sequence where Ed Harris and I can never think of her name.
I know. I see
They
her
have to
face
go-
so clearly.
Yeah.
That one.
I know. You're
Like I
talking
know
about.
she played Maid Marian in
Yep.
like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Like I
Yep.
can think of like a bunch of movies.
I'll
she's
look
been
it
in.
up while you talk.
I never. But there's a sequence where they have to decide. There's only one set of scuba gear, and 2 people, and the submersible they're in is flooding. So the woman decides that tells Ed Harris to let her start to drown, and so that the mammalian diving reflex kicks in, and she has to he just swims with her limp body across the thing, and then they revive her on the other side. And I remember trying to hold my breath through that, and only to find out that that's like one of the few times where what's his name,
James Cameron.
the director, James Cameron, he actually timed that so that it would be in real time.
Oh wow.
How long she would have.
So her name is Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. Mastrantonio. I don't know how to say that last name.
Oh yeah.
You know what was interesting is that is such a fantastic movie. Especially, make sure you watch the uncut version because the cut version
Mm.
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Oh my God.
It does not make
Yeah,
sense.
the cut version makes no sense. Like
Anyway,
as
but-
well, the cut version makes sense until you watch the uncut version and you go,
Yes.
wait, now this movie's entirely different.
Right. So yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but obviously that scene that you're talking about is, it's so intense, like it's so crazy. And I remember watching it with my dad, who's a retired physician, and his thought was like, he should have started, like, why didn't he start swimming with her right away? Like, why did he wait?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just like
right.
get a good grip on her hair and just go.
Right. I think maybe my first thought was that because when you start to drown, like your body panics and you writhe and start.
Right,
And
you
I
start
sadly I know
flailing,
this from
yeah.
personal experience. Like you start flailing and pulling at people. I
Right.
think the justification for waiting was because he wanted her to do all of that while they're stuck or while they were still in the submersible,
Yeah.
and she wouldn't be able to like get away and try to scramble
Mhm.
for the surface.
That's
Uh,
fair. That's fair.
and then pull her when she was like limp from drowning. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
you're
funny,
right. Like
that is something that Coast Guard people are trained to do if they're trying to save someone from the water who is drowning. As soon as they start flailing, they just knock them unconscious.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're gonna drown both of them. So
Yeah,
it's like,
no,
yep,
my-
nope.
My sister-in-law actually rescued someone from drowning, and that was rough because they were getting like slammed up against some rocks, and
Oh jeez, yeah.
she was very lucky, honestly. Like she was lucky, and yeah, my brother almost went in after her, and in the end he did not, and I think it's good that he didn't, so that he was able to then like
Mm.
help pull them to safety. But yeah, that was absolutely a thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then like when I was years ago, I was swimming, and I went way too far, and I started drowning, and I was I was definitely at a point where I grabbed somebody. I know I grabbed one of my friends who was trying to help me, and I started wrenching them down, and like I was
Mm.
mortified under that water from like some brief instant of clarity and let go, and then one of my friends just like literally grabbed me by my hair and ripped me back up like, you idiot, what are you doing, let it go. But I was like, the last thing I want to, if it's the last thing I do in life, I don't want to kill somebody else. Like, oh,
Right.
So
ugh.
all right, let's see if we have any other questions that might be good. All right, but we'll answer this ourselves. Well, so from Bone asks, if Jack had a gun on the alien ship, what would he do? Listen, you gotta be careful with guns on spaceships. Oh my goodness, sorry, wait, we have to pause for a second. Luna has gifted 2 subscriptions to the community. Thank you so much, Luna. I appreciate you.
Yay. Again, I'm saying this
Common
like,
Luna
I hope
W.
you understand that I'm excited because this is as excited as I can get right now.
Anyway, sorry.
It's like,
But back to the
so
question.
excited for you.
You gotta be careful with guns in pressurized spaces.
Guns in
so...
space, yeah. Gun, yeah. Was it in the words of oh god, I can't think of his name now. Why can't I think of his name? The Ramirez and Highlander, Sean Connery. It's like, be careful, Ryan. Not everything in here reacts well to bullets. You know. To which Alec Baldwin says, my favorite line in the entire movie was like, yeah, not everything reacts well to bullets. Like me, I don't react well to bullets. He says,
In fact, I think most things don't react well to bullets.
Hunt for Red October is like a gem of a movie because it has Sean
It's
Connery,
a-
Alec Baldwin, and Tim Curry all in the same movie.
Hmm. God, I
It's a
haven't
really
seen
good
that
movie.
movie in a
the only-
long time, and
the-
I don't know that if I've watched it
the only
since
thing-
I'm old enough to understand it.
And the only frustrating part about Tim Curry being in the movie is that he plays it straight, which is fine. But you know, you just
Right.
you see
It's
Tim
weird.
Curry,
You
and
get
you
so
just want,
used to it being, yeah.
you just want Tim Curry to be like, I'm in this submarine.
Oh, and like if it, you probably won't go out of your way to listen to it, but if anybody else hasn't listened to it, Siren's Son's latest blooper reel, he does a whole thing where he's doing Tim Curry as, I'm sorry, who's his Rocky Horror Picture Show character?
Dr. Frankenfurter.
Thank you. Everybody's telling me you and my husband said it at the same time, Dr. Frankenfurter. And he does this whole bit as him, and it's so good. Like, as if he wasn't good enough at so many things already. He can also do impressions, apparently.
I can never get over I can never think of his name now either. He took over for Matt Mercer in Critical Role.
Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Brendan Mulligan doing
Love that
like
guy.
impersonating Tim Curry as a manager of a Hot Topic. He's like chain wallets and stuff.
Oh my god. Good night, Mama Bear.
Good night.
Okay, let's see. I can't. Epic wants to know if you were playing a mixed baseball team, what position would each character play? I don't know. I don't know enough about baseball to answer that. Do
Yeah, me
you?
neither.
I only want to see the RFA crew playing baseball if it's done by Charles Schultz in the style of Charlie Brown.
I want to
Like
see
they're just
them play.
they're just
what is it?
they're
Banana
just
ball.
horrible.
I want to see
I
them
don't
play
know
banana
Banana
ball.
Ball.
Like
I have no idea what that is.
so you haven't seen any of like the this pops up on like various social media, like they have these bright yellow baseball uniforms. There's the Savannah Bananas are the ones that
Oh,
start
I
with
have
this.
seen that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're like
so-
the Globetrotters, but for baseball.
Exactly. That's what it
Ah.
is. So they like dance and like have all these fun things. This was wild. At the YMCA that I worked at, they had like a staff professional development day, and one of like the owners or something of the Savannah like about coming to baseball games, so they like changed the time of the game and they made these meal deals, and they have like the banana nanas, which is like a cheering section of like grandmas, and they have the man nanas, which are like bear looking men who are cheerleaders, and they dance, and they have all these entrance songs and slightly different rules as well, and I just think it's fantastic. So if I was going to see the guys play something,
That
I'd
is
much
really cool.
rather see them play banana ball.
Nice.
Derek
But yeah, no, I like that.
Baseball. He'd only play
I-
rugby. Like a real man.
No, I think it'd be hilarious to see him try to play baseball and he keeps confusing it for cricket.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
But like I said, I think it'd be really funny for like some sort of charity that they've got. Like we've got all these guys that help save the world and all this other stuff, and then they're like, we're gonna see him play baseball, and they're awful. They're just
The worst.
That would be really funny. Except that
like have
I
Emerson throws
feel
out his
like-
back,
yes. I feel like Brian
'Cause he's
and
so-
Jack would probably be decent because Brian's really athletic. Like his sports are. Wait, was baseball one of his sports? Actually, that might have been one of his sports, but also basketball.
Yeah, 'cause you had
which
Emerson,
because
like,
he's so tall. But
you
yeah.
you
Oh,
had
they
Emerson
actually have
playing
canon
hockey,
sports.
right?
Yeah, that is the sport I gave to Emerson.
Yeah.
I just figured. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
It's
It totally fine.
I didn't know they had canon sports.
people ask me all these questions, and then I'm like, I gotta make stuff.
That's fair.
up. So I try to do my best.
Is Derek's
because-
actually rugby? Derek
Yes.
should be rugby.
Yeah.
It is. Let's go.
Of course it is. I thought that's funny. I just thought you knew. No, yeah, it actually is.
No, I was just assuming. And rugby
See,
is my favorite
that's-
sport. So
So it's not now. I just have to like.
it checks
You're
out.
lucky I only had a food tray. You should have seen what I would have done to you if I had a bowl.
You've been in the bottom
Yeah,
of
I
the
actually
pile.
played rugby all through high school.
Excellent.
Just
Some-
hands drumming the ball, just like then grins.
What do you mean you can't get out of the parking lot, Emmy? Godspeed? I can't help with that.
That's like the long anticipated like spin-off of Rescued from Aliens, Rescued from the Parking Garage.
So I had an interesting question here from someone called Nerigacha and said, "Hi, I'm a gacha character creator. Can I make your characters from this series in gacha, please?" So I've had like another questions sort of along the same line. And my thing is, fan works are fine, but please do not make anything from my characters where you are making money. Like that, then you're making money off of my work, and that's not fair. So don't do that, please.
But by that same token, if you're like, if a gacha game company or some other company that legitimately wants to do a crossover with RFA, that would, I mean, it's Kim's decision, but that would be funny. Granted, it's on the up and up, because
Right.
some of them are really skeevy.
Yeah.
And plus,
so,
I'm terrified what the artist will do because I've seen Love and Deep Space. It's like, no, you put that back on.
Actually, here's an Emerson-related question, which is from Michael. What? I'll just let you answer this. What did Emerson mean when he said, maybe she liked me more with the accent?
I think he just meant that maybe Kim would find his ridiculous antics more attractive.
You mean the listener, or
like? Well, no. I mean, I
Oh.
meant Kim. No, I meant, but mind you, he's playing a part again because I know people are just like Kimmerson that the that has to happen. I'm like, that's not up to me, but in the moment of, I should say, in the heat of the moment and the ruse that Emerson is playing, he's trying to he was trying to claim that he was as a agent of Russia was trying to get close to the president. So he was like, maybe she will find me more attractive with a Russian accent.
Okay.
That's
okay. I didn't know whether you were talking about the president in that line or the listener, but that actually makes a little bit more sense. I got it. What was I going to say? So here, it's an interesting question from Michaela and Akron. You can weigh in on this if you want to.
Okay.
If Jack and Linus swapped positions and Drumlin had Jack at gunpoint, do you think Derek would have seen red or something? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Equally though, would Drumlin had even come up with the notion of trying to take Jack as a hostage, because Linus is a very different character from Jack.
Right.
Well,
Jack's an actual
the question
soldier.
is, would he have even been able to take Jack hostage?
Right. Would he
in the
have
first
been?
place?
Would he have succeeded?
Yeah.
I mean, after hours of what he put Linus through, anybody
That
would
is
be
fair.
weakened.
That is fair.
But I think because Linus is so much younger and so much more malleable and impressionable, that if he tried that nonsense on Jack or Brian or even on Alex, it wasn't even really working on Alex,
Yeah.
So but he chooses Linus because Linus is the easy target, aka what every bully does ever. And he was desperate, so I figured that to me it made perfect sense in reading the script, because I'm like, he's Linus is he's already too traumatized to put up a fight, just as Drumlin intended.
Right.
So
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Drumlin is trying to break him down, and I love that it just does not work on Alex. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
now what I think if Jack was there and Jack and he couldn't and Drumlin didn't do it, I would not have been surprised if he just outright shot Jack in the leg or something to force everyone to tend to Jack, which then then Derek probably just kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh no, you've
That's what
fallen over.
Your neck's not supposed to
Wasn't-
turn like that, Drumlin.
But yeah, no, that's an excellent
Yeah,
point.
but-
And also, I just wanted to address something absolutely nobody has asked. Well, actually, I might have addressed it in the very first stream that I did on my own. But the fact that Dimitri is able to get the jump on Jack when Jack is actually a Navy SEAL. Jack's been through a lot, guys. He's not expecting it. He has no idea there's anyone in the room. And I love that. I mean, we did discuss this a little bit, right? That excuse me, sorry, that Dimitri is like, what did you call him? Like a feral weasel at that point?
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
like
right,
adrenaline is a
was
hell of
about
a
to say
drug,
that again.
guys.
He's also the
Right, like,
reincarnated
we have-
spirit of will. So I mean, that has to
Like,
carry
I
for
mean,
some
yeah.
things, you know?
And on top of, like, again, we don't really know what happened to Dimitri between the 2 episodes of RFA and their meeting. Like what what he's been through and what they've done to him. We don't know, like, arguably, oop, I hear music notes.
That was me. I accidentally bumped my keyboard.
Oh, that's cool. We also don't know how, like, we know
my
that we
gosh.
know that both the listener and Dimitri have powers from being connected to the ship, but we don't know the extent of those powers. For all we know, Dimitri could have been like cloaked or some crap, you know. I mean, or much stronger than he's
Little
supposed to
Russian
be.
ninja.
Like, right. Well, I mean, like, you know, just a little Cough McGraw weasel of death, you know.
Luna
I'm
says,
just-
does
I'm
that
just
mean?
throwing
It's
it out
amazing, by the way.
Oh, yes, sorry, we're admiring the fan art now of the snake with the lunch tray, and I love it so much. Thank you,
beautiful.
Strawberry. I can't believe you did that so quickly. That's amazing.
I know. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Wow. That I love it. I love it.
I'm impressed.
And Luna asks, does that mean he was trying to strangle the alien? Yeah. I mean, he didn't know
Yeah.
what was going on. I mean, the aliens would have been a lot more difficult because they're a lot taller. But yeah, I mean, Dimitri basically saw moving shape that is not me and attacked, you
Right,
know? And yeah, was just so terrified. And yeah, so I'm, you know, little artistic license there that like Jack was probably just exhausted. But yeah, I think in this
Or-
situation with Drumlin, it you know, if that was switched, it would be very different. Jack would be on high alert, and unless he was
Or like
injured,
you could be like extra dark and make it so that like we know that they captured the children of world leaders, but we don't know how many they captured. Like, what if they were pitting them against each other to see which
Hunger
ones were
Games
stronger for
style.
better connection?
oh my God,
So, like,
Hunger
so-
Games.
So like Dimitri
came
was,
out on top.
yeah, so, yeah,
Crazy.
we don't know that Dimitri's just like, you know, just you know, maybe he doesn't remember, but like he just like kind of murdered people.
Oh my
you know,
God, I
like, because he was
am not Tea Kettle says, Jack, let's take a breath. Dimitri, hold my vodka. I love it. Yeah,
love
no.
Dimitri.
So, and I'm trying to find where the other. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Because I like to try and say the person who asked it. Okay, I found it. Lillian asks, how did you come up with the idea for the aliens' plan to capture each children of leaders from all over the world? I don't remember exactly how I came up with the idea, but I knew that I wanted other humans to have been taken because I actually was trying to make it a little less US centric. So that was kind of my plan, and also then I had that idea of like, oh, well, if they'd have more leverage the more important people they took. So that was kind of my thought, and originally I was going to have fewer of the guys on board and more original characters who were going to be other children of world leaders. And then I ended up scrapping that idea and just went with Dimitri. And Dimitri was also, because I knew I wasn't going to have Derek, Dimitri actually was also deliberately put in there to lighten things up and to be a little bit of comic relief. So that was my thought process.
There can only be one. Dimitri versus Derek fight in part 4. Let's go.
I mean, you know,
Wait,
feral
no,
weasel,
no,
you
no.
gotta
No,
watch
no, no.
yourself.
no, you've got. Well, I mean, you have that because if you've got Ramirez and you've got a Russian, so like Dimitri's like the Kurgan. It's like, this sword is heavy, Milashka.
Oh, okay. Let's see, what else did we have here? Okay, yeah, that was the Jack versus Linus question, which was a good one. But yeah, if when Jack is in danger, yeah, Derek just loses it because they're I mean, depending on how I want to look at things. I mean, I guess the way that I made the relationship with the listener canon, Jack and Derek basically are like brothers. So just that really, really strong, close bond, and neither of them handles it well when the other is in trouble. And that's why Jack is so wrecked by the end of part 2. And again, why, like, he's really not himself at the beginning of 3. And then he goes through even more shit because I'm the worst. But yeah, like, he lost Will and then nearly lost Derek as well. So
Like, I want you guys to set the mental scene I just had of like Kim like walking up to the little circular like communicator from Star Wars, and she kneels, and there's George R.R. Martin as the Emperor. So like, and like Kim's like, "What is thy bidding, thy master?" And she's like, "Kill the characters they love the most. Kill them immediately. Start all over."
yeah. Oh my God, Strawberry, please. Someone remind me to draw a feral weasel later. Yes, please, please, please. But yeah, no. When I imagined there being other children of world leaders, they would get along. I mean, they'd all be freaked out as hell. But yeah. So I actually made an original story about like an alien abduction that had something a little bit similar to that ended up having people from all over the world. But those aliens had good intentions. But anyway,
I mean, you had that other one that.
but
You know the one. The other one, the one that's just called Survivors on my channel.
Yes.
So we were like, yeah, we'll make more of those, and we'll put Ash in them.
We still need to do that. I need your help writing it.
Yes, we do.
Hi, Pyro.
That's okay.
Luna says, I want to do a compilation of Jack and Derek moments, please.
Yes.
Alice says, so is Dimitri a weasel or a parrot? The parrot thing wasn't necessarily like what they are. Someone asked me what their pets would be, and I said some kind of bird for Dimitri. And then there was another question about what they would all do at the beach, and I decided Dimitri's kind of a nerd, so like I'm like he'd also be birding.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Dimitri's either a weasel or he's an otter, because I mean, there's a like he's very clingy, which I do. Like I've joked that I want to make a Where Otter audio, and like he keeps on asking, it's like could you just lay next to me in the bathtub and hold my hand so I can sleep?
Oh, Pyro says, so I request an explanation about the bags thing from the men who did the joke. JC is not here. So, well, you guys were involved. No, don't start the whole thing again. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will die. But JC started it, and the explanation is that JC is a troll, and he was behaving himself up until the moment he no longer could. Like, he held it in all that time. Oh.
And so he went wild.
Yeah.
Went feral.
I know some people were really surprised by that on my server.
No one asked
him, like, you guys don't know.
No one asked him to pitch the jack bag, and yet he chose to do so. And he was using his trolling powers for good. He really was.
Yeah,
he was like trying to sell a bag.
Advertising, you know.
I
Right,
don't
but
know,
only the
the person who won it was like, I don't know how I feel about this now. Oh my God.
And then we inadvertently
we never
forced the launch of
even
the
got to
Derek
the
Cup
Alex
as well.
Tackle box,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I just wanted to address this question here. Cupid says, do y'all know RFA has different AUs, like Actor AU and Evil Listener AU? Where? Like, I've been keeping an eye on AO3 because, like, I live there. No, I don't live there, but I've written there before.
I love nice recovery. I live there. No, wait, I don't live there.
No, I used to would be more accurate. But, you know, I'm now taking some of my old fanfics and turning them into scripts, and they're doing well. So, you know, not mad about that. Like, some people have such a weird opinion of that site. And I know there's questionable stuff on there, but that's the point. Like, they're protecting, you know, people's right to make whatever. you know, and that does mean you can find whatever on there, but you can also find some really amazing stuff as well.
And it's nice because then you can, like, you know, like creators like us can go, okay, well, that's its own little, like, if it's on AO3, we all know that is fan driven work. Like, that is not, somebody's not stepping in and like, I now write RFA,
Right.
and you just have to, like, no, if you're putting it on there, everybody knows up front this is not what happens.
Right.
This is what somebody would like to think it happened, and
Exactly.
I can respect that. Because, like, I think at some point or another, you like, every creator that makes stuff like this will come across someone that just suddenly decides that they can do it better, and that's always frustrating. None of the creators I know like that to happen. With very, like, you know, like, sometimes people ask politely, and that's much nicer, but it's still in the vein of like, no, I made this.
Right. Yeah, I honestly, like I said, when people had written a little bit of fanfic for it before, but when it showed up on AO3, like, that was one of the happiest days of my life. Like, that was like goals for me. So yeah, so I don't know where else people might be seeing this. Like, I'm very curious. So yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, wait, what? Where? Julie says, not a question, but love your guys' work on these videos. They make my day every time. Aw.
Yay.
Yay. He's
I
so
promise I'm-
excited.
Just please do not read anything into Ed's lack of enthusiasm. He is sick. And now it's a thing.
It's like, you mock my pain. I am filled with emotions.
Oh my god.
Very human emotions.
Ed, did you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine at all?
No, I've never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The
Oh,
only thing I've ever seen in Brooklyn
Great show.
Nine-Nine was your introduction to Hogarth, when I think said that did that skit.
Which skit was that?
The I Want It That Way skit. Only I
Oh.
had all of it. I did a different voice for each one of the people in the lineup singing the song, and then I ended it with Hogarth, and they said, like, the one that accidentally murdered my brother, and I said, I was like, you hugged a buzz to death. It's like, of course I did. I got the look at the sounds I got, and they're like, there were children in that bus. I was like, oh, oops. He said,
But it is a great show, but the captain on that is just known for, like, not showing a lot of emotion, and, like, just with, like, total flat delivery, it can be like, I'm devastated, can't you tell? So, like, that's what we have
it's
going
like,
on.
there was an episode of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart a long time ago, long time ago, and they had William Shatner on, and it wasn't even Jon Stewart. It was Carson Daly, back when Carson Daly did it.
Wow.
And he asked William Shatner to dramatically read the line, "I have a boil on my thigh, the size of an apple on my thigh," and he does it like Captain Kirk, of course, but he's trying not to laugh, and in trying not to laugh, he's like stifling every emotion as he's going like, "There is a boil, it's on my thigh, it really, really hurts."
It's amazing.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Rip Andre. Yeah, Rip Andre. Big sad.
Yes.
Hey, who's that?
On the
There-
actor who played the
Yeah.
captain, Andre Braugher,
Oh,
very sadly
oh,
passed
yes,
away,
yeah.
which is just tragic because he's amazing and wasn't that
He was,
old.
he was the goat.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to say my favorite skit from that, like the best cold open in that, is the full bullpen. That's the best
Oh
one.
yes.
Go watch
was
that
great.
on YouTube if you haven't seen it.
So good.
Nova had a question. How in the world did you come up with... So the question originally was for JC, which was how in the world did you come up with Jack's personality, or did Kim do that? I did that. I'm the writer.
Trying to take credit. Unbelievable.
No. It's I understand. I mean, obviously...
No, I'm joking.
obviously...
Pyro, I don't watch a lot of TV. That's why. But why have you not watched the show? It's because I don't watch a lot of TV. I just don't. somewhere I lost interest in television. I don't know what happened. Like there's sometimes I apologize for just jumping in, but it just like I don't watch TV. I like TV. I started to like watching Tulsa King, and then like Resident Alien. Like I really like Resident. That's because I think Alan Tudyk is hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
I just listened to the first episode of his and Nathan Fillion's new podcast, Once We Were Spacemen. It's awesome. Highly recommend.
Ooh,
But I'm going to
I
get to
didn't even know that
the
was a
second
thing.
half of this question.
Yeah.
But yes, well, let me just expand on that. Yes, I wrote Jack's personality, and I didn't initially envision him as a little bit of a hothead, but you can see a little peek at it in the very last scene of part 1. Like, he's getting pretty fiery when he's arguing with Sharp. Like, you know, when someone pisses him off, like, he's gonna say something about it. And then, like I said, through parts 2 and 3, like, the poor guy just kind of gets dismantled. But yeah, he is a little bit of a hothead. But the thing is that JC Cardinaudio can fucking do anything. So anything I throw at him, he's going to be able to do. And he, like, there was, like, I think there were 2 lines, but the one, you know, where Jack is arguing with Brian, he's like, I'm not fucking losing another friend today. That one, and I think the one right after Will dies when he yells at Derek, like, I think both of those, he actually peaked the mic a little bit, and Weeb and I were just like, we don't fucking care because it's such amazing takes. We're keeping him. So, yeah, he can do absolutely anything. And then they had one more question, which was on Cardlin's channel, he's doing a series. Sorry, I was saying the word series while I was looking at the word audio, and Sirio came out instead. Anyway, he's doing an audio series called His Brother's Bride, and they were asking if there's going to be more of that. Yes, there is. That's got a whole team of writers behind it. I may look at that and I may decide to write an episode. But yeah, there's big plans for that series. So definitely check that out on Cardlin's channel. It's awesome.
I thought you said he's making a cereal, and I'm just like, you make cereal? That's awesome.
A man of many talents.
I could go for some cereal right now.
Wait, that gives me an idea. I'm going to add that to the list for Jackbox questions. I think that's a good Jackbox question. Oh no, I got disconnected. Well, hopefully it didn't lose all my answers. That's all right. I've been taking screenshots as I went along. It should be fine. Hi, Farah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, hopefully I didn't lose any of my questions. That's frustrating. Oh, shoot. Where's the column with people's names? Tasneem asks, what if Will and Agent Sharp survived in RFA 2? I did answer that question at one point. I don't think... I guess I don't know what effect Sharp would have had. He might have actually tried to more take over and, like, really control, like, what was going on with the president. But I don't know that it would have affected the outcome much. And same from Will. I think he would have been in more of a command position, but the outcome wouldn't have changed. And I don't think the listener would have necessarily picked him to go. Though I suppose it's possible that Will may have tried to, like, use his authority to be like, no, you're not going, you're not going, you're not going, I'm going. Like, I can see him maybe doing that, and the other guys being like, fuck that. So that's a possibility.
Because that's because Will's grand plan, if he survived, would be like, no, I'm going on the ship, and then he would get on their little thing, and it wouldn't go anywhere because Will is just too big.
Is he bigger than Brian?
Absolute mountain.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, I drew him much bigger. Like, he's not taller. He was much physically larger.
Okay.
Like I practically made Will look like an ogre of a man. Like, it was just like if they were all sat down and played D&D and like they were just their characters for a second. Like, I just, like, Will is just the half orc barbarian fighter. Just like, I get 78 turns and then I rage and I get 78 more turns. And then when you're dead, I will stomp on your butt, I stomp on your ashes and kick the dirt over you and move on to the next thing that I'll be angry at. But I will ask very politely before I was like, may I get angry now?
Hi, Tiger Shark. Pyro says, dang, R-rated Kim tonight. Goddamn. Yeah, with alien stuff, I tend to be a little looser on the swearing, but not the Nothing explicit. I still asked the guys to keep their answers PG-13 when we were playing Quiplash, to which JC replied, "Oh, I didn't know we were playing on hard mode." Yes, this is
We
the
all play
amazing fan art
mostly nice.
the community has created. I don't know.
For which
I'm gonna
I
have to argue
immediately
with.
set the PG-13 thing on fire by being like, Will's Carcass Wednesdays.
I don't know why I feel like the slideshow is just not. Hang on, I'm gonna argue with it for a second because I feel like it's not showing everything. So I'm gonna like re-add the folder and see if that fixes it because I'm like I feel like there's a bunch that we're missing. Select folder. Did that work?
Slide showing.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that will fix it or not, but we'll try. I hate when that happens. I'm like, I set all the things up and then it's not doing the right thing. Tesneem also had a question. Is there any trailer after RFA 3, like for the one-shots or the next one? No. And if you want to make, fan videos, that's completely fine. I appreciate those. And, sorry. Now the slideshow is, like, ginormous. Oh, here's a good question. It's been 4 years since the first video of Rescue from Aliens. Did you ever think this project would come so far? No.
Yes.
You did?
Yeah. The minute, okay, let me amend. Let me caveat that. The minute that you agreed to do part 2, I knew that this was, like we were the 6 sequels in a movie kind of thing. And no, I hadn't seen that show either. I just know the line.
Fair.
There's 6 seasons in a movie. But yeah. Because just from the response, between the response and your deciding to continue doing or making more of it, I was pretty well convinced that we would be doing lots of stuff with it. And whether that be where we're at now, where we've got you have a trilogy and then you have a spin-off series, or if we were literally just gonna do silly spin-off stuff, I joked about doing if you recall the first live stream following the Rescued from Aliens, I joked that we were gonna make a big collab where the Jack and everyone has been hired on as honorary members of the president's daughter's Secret Service team, and we're all just really despite being really great at what we were actually doing, we're just really hilariously poor Secret Service agents, and we cause just as much trouble as we help solve.
Now we have an international incident. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's international incidents. Go team Bravo. That's not something to high five. High five.
Oh, I love that. For those of you that don't know, on my Ko-Fi right now, I actually do sell customized fanfic of my own work. So if there's something that you want to see, there are some slots open. I probably maybe opened a few too many of these, but anyway. What was I trying to say? In one of them, they did ask for that plot line, that the guys have basically become her new Secret Service. And there was a bit in there about Emerson nearly causing an international incident. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Of course I did. Of course I did.
I think it was this.
I say I did, like it was me. Of course Emerson did.
Okay. Yes, this was.
But there's none that makes him where he just wants to go fishing or something entirely benign.
No. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna read just a little bit of this so you guys can get an idea of what you can get if you order a fanfic from me. Because we did promise you an ATV ride, Jack says. Just don't let Emerson drive, Brian comments. We all remember what happened with the go-karts. Hey, they only threatened to deport me from Canada. Nothing actually happened. You giggle as all the others snicker. I can't do the Scottish accent. Are you allowed back in? Derek asks. Yes, so what's the problem?
It's amazing.
I'm glad that's not actually anything. That's just fan fiction because like it's a running gag on my Twitch channel that I can't drive a vehicle. So, which is hilarious because in real life I was extremely good at driving until the coma, and I will be good at driving once I finally get my ability to drive back.
Right.
But like a vehicle in a video game, no, I crash that nonsense.
Dude, video game vehicles are the worst.
Mitch, I see in the chat, is asking, why is Alex not an option? Like, look at that face card. Listen, I had to draw a line somewhere because trying to write a romance with like 7 or 8 characters, it can be done, but it's very difficult. So
you will take your polyending and you will be happy.
So I did narrow the field. I cannot make everybody happy, so I made myself happy instead.
Just like Miss Carter, this is your assigned harem. You are in charge of keeping track of all of them. Please do not lose your Linus. He happens to latch onto somebody's leg.
Pyro, line requests are off for right now.
I want a T-shirt that says that just says "Please don't lose your Linus."
Strawberry,
it's 11
plug in
p.m.
your phone.
Do you know where your Linus is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
It's like, this is your brain. This is your brain on Linus. Fuck.
You know what was so funny is that when I was doing the Counttober videos and I was gathering stats, I went to go count the swears and I was like, why are there so many fewer swears like per runtime in part 3? And then I realized why, and I couldn't tell the people I was talking to why, because it was a massive spoiler. I'm like, because Derek's unconscious for 3/4 of the audio. That's why there's so much less swearing.
Hey, he was swearing in his dreams, all right?
I'm sorry. Now I just have this picture. Like, somebody have to take Kim's little icon face and put it on Matthew McConaughey's body during the gif of, we gotta pump those numbers up.
Those are rookie numbers.
Derek's unconscious. Everybody go nuts.
I think I did have the guys swear a little bit less, and that wasn't on purpose. I didn't necessarily mean to do that. I don't know why it turned out that way. Someone else, Daisy, asking, where can we read part 4 when it's done? I will let you know when I decide. I haven't decided yet. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, this is a good question for both of you. What were your first thoughts about this project the first time you heard about it? Total silence, fantastic. Crickets.
Just what everyone
Well,
wants
no.
to hear.
Like, I know what was going through my mind, because when I found out about this project, you were asking me about my experience in what I know of medical stuff, because if you've just recently joined, but like before all I had done a script with Kim called Accidental Meeting, and Kim came to me because I brought up little tidbits of information that I knew from my family being in first responders, because I have an uncle who's a firefighter. I have my brothers are EMTs, and as well as correctional officers and all sorts of stuff. So I myself only have a little bit of like veterinary training, but that's all what I got when I worked at the hospital, and none of it's useful. And so Kim is asking me about you were asking me about 2 audios before, specifically asking me about RFA. And so my first thoughts were like did I say or do something that she's like vetting me on? Like, did I mess something up? Uh and then she's like, I have this thing. Can you read over it and see if it fits? And I did. That was RFA, and then I was like, oh, that's fine. So I was like, well, since you've helped me out, would you like a part in it? So I was, and again, that's where I came to the whole like, I can't mess this thing up. Apparently, this is humongous. So I'll just take as like, I won't take the smallest part because that'll make me like that'll look like I'm trying to like not like I don't want to do it. I just so like I was like, I'll take Emerson. He has the second smallest part, or take the firefighter.
Right, because he didn't have a name at the time. Akron, did you have an answer for that?
Yeah, I mean, I first found out about the project just through Weeb being involved in it and stuff, and I always love big projects that have lots of people and stuff like that, because I know from experience how difficult that is to put together. So I really respect anytime someone's able to accomplish that and pull it together. So I was like, I thought it was a very, very cool project, and I was happy to be involved with it.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, here's an interesting.
I'm probably gonna have to head out though.
Yeah, I know you stayed for a really long time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate
Yeah, of
it.
course. That was fun. Thanks for having me.
Everybody say good night, Derek.
Good night, Derek. I'm so happy you were
Good
good.
night, Derek. Good night, everyone.
See you later.
All right, good night.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Oh, shoot! I keep moving the thing over, then I lose where the name of the person asking the question is. Kat asks, if all the characters were drinking, which character would be the first to be drunk, and which would be the mom friend taking care of the drunk ones? I think maybe. Oh! I think Will might be one of the first ones to get drunk because he doesn't drink much because he was raised Mormon.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna jokingly for my first joking response was gonna say that like Linus would be the featherweight, but I was like, it'd be funnier is if Linus has like an iron stomach and is just unfazed.
Yeah.
He's like Legolas in the drinking contest, it's just like so he's had like 2 kegs and just like I think I feel something in my fingers.
Yeah, and he's from Maine. There's not a lot to do up in Maine, so he probably actually can hold his liquor. Because that was for my first instinct too. But then I was like, oh wait a minute. So and then who would be the mom friend taking care of all the drunk ones? I mean, probably Emerson, and maybe I can also see that also being Dimitri, because Dimitri probably also has a really high tolerance and is just laughing at the Americans who can't hold it.
Yeah, just like he's just like, I guess I'm designated driver again. I hope I remember which side of the road to drive on.
Emmy, no. Emmy says, not Linus, Ed. Wait, not Linus for what? Not Linus for being the featherweight or the one to hold his liquor?
Yeah, I think it was for the featherweight because, like I said,
Okay.
there's no way they could be upset that like it was like, no, don't make Linus an alcoholic. I said, I'm not making him an alcoholic. I'm saying he's just unfazed.
Good night, Joni. Thanks for hanging out. Oh my goodness.
I think they're just gun shy at this point. Every time we bring up Linus, it's like, oh no.
They're like, what now? We made him a princess. It's fine, Emmy. It's fine.
Like we say the word Linus and everybody starts hearing the theme song to Saw,
Oh. Wait, hold on. Pyro, you said something earlier that I missed. He says, now I just want the president's daughter to ask her mom to say something for a social media meme, and she's all confused, and then she says it, and it's her responding to the listener with, my source is I made it the fuck up. I like that.
Mitch has the how would the president react if the listener comes back? Should be when the listener comes back with 3 boyfriends. I wouldn't so much worry about like how the president's going to react. I would worry about like the angry dad on the porch, Emerson. That's going to be like, "What do you mean? What happened on this ship with the 3 of you?"
4, technically, including
Yeah,
her.
4. Yeah.
So I will just say that I'm trying to be really careful here. I'm trying not to Tom Holland this. The
Yeah, don't
president
Tom
is
Holland it.
far
No.
more concerned that her daughter is safe than anything else. And yeah. I can't say anything about Emerson because like that was I've written this is like part 4 does exist and is in process, and Ed doesn't know, so I don't want to say any more than that, and he's gonna yell at me if I give spoilers.
I don't. Yeah, no, I'll be mad. don't ruin it. Like I don't want to have to play Benedict Cumberbatch in this to this, and Anthony Mackie just going no Kim no that.
Pyro asks, wait, you mean the president doesn't know about the poly ending? Not yet.
Well, how? Okay, Pyro, how would she exactly know?
Right.
She's on a walkie-talkie.
Right, and like the
just
logistics
one-
of trying to
one-
allow the president onto an alien spaceship, I don't think so. Who's injured as well, still in recovery.
Yeah, still in recovery. Alien vessel. They have no idea how it works. No idea what's going to happen to it. It's currently semi-submerged in the ocean, in presumably international waters. No world leader is actually going to be dumb enough to even get the opportunity to set foot on it, let alone be allowed to if they tried. I'm sure there'd be 1 or 2 that's like trying to, trying to like row themselves out on a little boat, be like, that would be mine, but it's not feasible.
Sorry, Pyro, I forget. Pyro says, how would I know? I just watched the CIA man get got. That's all I know. That's fine.
It's like my interest was like my interest around this entire. It's like I love this series, but my interest peaks and valleys entirely around Dade.
Let's see. I was trying to scroll back because I thought I
I'm
missed
coming.
something. Go ahead.
I'm coming back to Earth to bag either Linus or Alex. I'm not kidding. Like what? This is like it's like some weird version of Pokemon.
Some people that reaction when the poly ending happened. They're like, we got all 3.
It's like Alex get in the ball, and like Linus is like, it's comfy in here. No. Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, just my the live stream for me just went kaputski for a second. It's back now.
Oh, okay, good. Phew. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Something. You and I can talk this out. What do you think happened, like, as the president? So it would be the president, Emerson, Linus, Alex, Derek. What do you think happened when they watched the second broadcast? And just like at some point it cuts off.
Oh boy. Oh gosh, I could only the dad in me would be like from Emerson's standpoint, as like he's probably a mix between okay, I'm just because they went through this not too long ago with the first broadcast would be how do I help Kim in this moment, or how do I help Mam, you know? And then the other half of him would be like, "Where's my axe? I will climb something and get there." You know, like what? Uh, which is a running gag. I don't know if you've seen on social media, everybody, but there's just the long running gag that like Emerson is just an angry man with an angry dad with axe. Um, uh,
I
and,
apologize. It seems we're having audio issues on Twitch again. So I'm trying to encourage people to come over to YouTube because I think it says the sound cut off for a bit here too. I'm sorry. Like on my end, it shows that everything's fine. I don't know how to fix it.
yeah, I saw it just all go black for a second, but yeah, like I don't know. Like I mean, obviously all of them, given the situation that they're in, I would have to say they probably all would be like, what do you want me to do? You know, what do you want us to do? Where like not in the entirely in the complete honest and earnest way, like do you want us to try to find a way to get there? Do you want us to stay here? What is it that you need? We'll go get it, or
Right.
we'll do whatever we can to set that into motion. Quick spill the secrets to Ed while no one can hear you. No, no.
So I'm just going to rewind
I
for
don't-
1 second, and for those of you that might have missed it, the question that we were answering, which I posed to the two of us, which is, what do we think the people, Team Earth, that's on Earth, what do we think their reaction to the second broadcast is? Where Dimitri's like, we're going to fuck shit up, and then suddenly it cuts off. And probably they're getting reports from NASA and whatnot that the ship is falling. So I think that's probably fairly realistic that all the guys would be freaked out, but also be like, what can we do to help? What can we do to help? The problem is that in my mind, after everything she's already been through, the president would just completely be losing her shit. She would probably be trying to climb the fuck out of the bed and like screaming and just, you know, probably like grabbing on Emerson and shaking him and being like, you know, like my baby's gonna die or something like that. Like just absolutely losing it. Because like I know like generally you would want your president to keep it together a little better than that, but she's been through a lot and nobody's ever had to see their child, you know, dying on an alien spaceship before. So she would absolutely be losing it. So she would not be in any position to give the guys any kind of advice. She would just be losing it. Which is what happened, incidentally, like the missing scenes there at the end of part 2, which was explained a little bit in the letter. That's what happened when the groups actually separated and the guys who went on the ship started leaving with the listener. Like the president just absolutely lost her mind. So, yeah. I don't think that I will sit down and write that because I think it would be kind of one note.
It would, yeah. It'd just be a lot of like. It would probably be a lot of just chaotic noise. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be any parent that's watching their child about to die. That was what it would be.
Right.
And that's honestly that's not something that we wanted that we would want in an audio because why? Like
Right.
I mean, I like putting listeners through nonsense, and even I couldn't, like, that's not something I want to do.
No, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, look no further, you know, honestly, easy parallel. The scene where from all movies, Armageddon, when Bruce Willis's character tells his daughter that goodbye, and she's just smashing smashing that console, trying to convince her father to not sacrifice himself to save the earth.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much it. That's probably what that whole scene would be. There's just a multiple character version of that.
Good night, Strawberry.
You know, which is probably better portrayed with Aerosmith anyway. So
Yes. Aerosmith increases. But yeah, no, it would just be it was more like an intellectual exercise for you and me. So given
Yeah,
that
yeah.
though, given that that would be her reaction, what would Emerson do?
I would probably just hold her.
Yeah.
Like not like again, not in the Kimmerson like you're hoping kind of way for those those listening, but like in the this person is going to hurt themselves if I don't restrain them as much as I feel for this person and relate to them, I'm going to do the only thing I can think to do, which is just be like, I'm gonna hang on to you and I'm not gonna let go because you clearly are going through that process.
Right.
You know.
That's how I see it too. I still feel like the slideshow is not doing what I want it to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to stop using Streamlabs and get with the program and use something else.
I don't know. They all kind of poop the bed differently to me.
Luna says that the scream on the trailer killed me. Yeah, that is not me. And I actually wish that it sounded a little bit more like me, but I didn't want to wreck my voice, so I just found a sound effect from like Epidemic Sound or something that was a woman screaming. But yeah, I kind of wish it did sound a little bit more like me, but it's not me. But yeah, that was as close as I got to it. Like, I'm just gonna put that in there, and a lot of people didn't even notice it because it is kind of subtle. But yeah, that's meant to be portraying that moment of just like separation, and I don't think they even really let them have a moment, like before splitting them up. Like, I don't think they got that moment because they were just like, no, if we let them be all together, they're gonna like do something or be too powerful or whatever. So they kept them separate and just told the guys who were going
Like-
to disarm.
Like these particular creatures are just a pain in the butt in larger numbers. Let's just keep them all separated. Now, was it Mitch said? Was there actually a planet where the aliens originated or currently lived in, or were just a spaceship? That's actually answered in 3. They had a planet. If I remember the line that the aliens say, they had a planet. They lost it. They were kicked out. Either they were kicked off their planet, or their planet was used up or something. Because they say that they're where they at because they were labeled as different. And then, so they just started like floating from planet to planet and just taking stuff. So there's either like when that might, I don't know if that's gonna come up later, but if like I said, I remember that line. I remember delivering that line. So there's potentially either that's all of them on that one ship, or there's a whole other faction of that same alien race that is not there.
Yeah, it's that. So they
There you
were like outcasts on their planet, and yeah, they were kind of kicked off, and then they came back in stronger numbers, took over the planet, and yeah, they do have their own home planet, but they were like, hey, we're kind of good at this. We're gonna just keep doing it so that we can never be without a home again, because we're gonna have all the homes. We will take all your fucking homes. Also, Terrence, I hope you
Kim
feel
was-
better.
Kim was just making the alien version of Super Earth.
Pyro
This ship
asks,
comes in man and democracy.
Pyro asks, are the aliens all evil, or do some of them write fanfic, for example? I love that you used that as an example. But that's gonna be explored in Alien Survivors and Saviors. So do give that series a listen.
Pyro deserves deserves some sort of commendation for making the anime title version of Rescue Princess. Mom, help! I accidentally got 3 boyfriends. I just
I don't
feel
know
like
if I agree with
that's-
the accidental part of that, though. I
right,
don't
but
think- yeah.
that just felt like that feels like such an anime title. Like,
Oh, it does, absolutely. 100%. I'm gonna take one more question here from Nova, and then we'll probably start to wrap it up. Hello, Buttersock. Okay, from Nova, is there going? Oh no. Sorry, I just got another question. Hang on, let me close the question form so we don't keep getting more after that.
okay.
Okay, there we All right, just kidding. I have 2 questions. So from Nova, is there going to be a trailer for Part 4? I am super excited. Probably not exactly, as it's going to be written and not audio. So, I mean, I'll do promotion for it and whatnot, but, and I'm thinking, I'm still working it through. What I'm leaning towards is releasing it in, like, small parts, and then if you want to get more of it all at once, you would either need to be on my Patreon or be a channel member. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but no final decisions on that yet. But just stay tuned to my socials and my YouTube page, and I will announce everything. Obviously, I'm not going to do things and not tell you guys. I promise I will say it. Oh, Twitch is back. Yay. I don't know why it hates me. Okay.
Because of Twitch.
Last question from Athena. How long did it take to make this series? Years? I mean, it didn't take me long to write part 1, I don't think. I feel like that came together pretty quickly once I decided what I wanted, and I'm also a fairly fast writer, usually. But then when we decided that we were going to make part 2, it wasn't long after that Ed got sick, and then I didn't know what to do.
Sure, blame me.
No, I'm not blaming you. I just
No, of course
yeah,
not.
I kind of like
I
froze and I didn't know what to do, and that's why Emerson comes in late, because I asked some friends for advice and they were like, "You need to keep going. You need to write it." So I was like, "Okay." And
Which is what I would have said in the coma if I could have. Like I said, two things. Like I still crack up because I mean I was on all the drugs when I woke up, and I couldn't talk, and I'm trying, like, I was incapable of using my either of my hands because my left hand is all messed up, but my right one, I could barely hold my phone, let alone use it or even look down at it. And they're like, "What do you keep trying to do?" And I keep pointing at the phone because I wanted to be just so, like, tell Kim not to replace me. Wait, like, how long have I been up? Wait.
oh no, I wouldn't have replaced you. I really, yeah, it was. So yeah, that delayed things a bit. I was also still grieving my mother at the time, so part 2 did take me a long time to write. But I mean, I did actually. I tracked my hours, sort of, on part 3, but I know that I didn't track all of them, but I can tell you where did it go? Oh no, come back here. Where are you? Okay, so for the ones I actually remembered to track, it says 67 hours. I'm sure it's much more than that. It takes a lot of work. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, it took years. And I don't have a breakdown for, like, it took me this long to write it, it took me this long to edit it. I don't have a breakdown for that. Both Weeb and I both had complications when we were editing. I was traveling and then he was traveling, so we were trying to rush and get things done, and that's when I kind of ended up screwing myself by setting a date, which is why I refused to set one for part 3, because I'm like, I'm not going through that again. And then I ended up having to recast anyway, but that's fine. It all worked out in the end. We like Akron. He's awesome. And
Yes.
yeah, it came together. That's the point. And there has been a request, Ed, for Hogarth hugs, and I'm in. Oh, if you're feeling up to it.
No, it's okay. Hogarth's voice is pretty easy when you say it. Can you imagine? All right. If everybody doesn't know that, hello, I'm Hogarth. I'm the comforter monster what lives underneath your bed with the enormous arms and the big belly and the butt that sticks to the chair. But we don't need to talk about the butt that sticks to the chair no more. Anyway, bring it in, everybody. Bring it in. Here we go. Everybody. Nope, everybody on Twitch, everybody on YouTube. You ain't getting out of this one. My reach extends beyond social platforms. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Okay, all right. You don't get the whole thing because you're not on my Twitch channel. Go put you down. All right, there you go. And some head pats for everybody. There you go. All right.
There you go.
Thank you. What is Pyro saying?
All
the aliens.
All the
What is a
characters I
man
play, it's
What is a man other than a miserable little pile of secrets? The listener. Boyfriend material. The aliens. What? Oh, I know something I was going to say earlier when we were talking about the aliens and they didn't like not letting them not letting the two groups at the end of part 2 like reconnect or anything. I'm like, this is also a lesson in aliens don't understand trauma bonding. Because someone asked me about the line, you know, like that the aliens say, you know, humans, you are strange, the way you cluster together, family or not. It's the aliens not understanding trauma bonding. It's like, you're not even related to them. Why do you care what happens to them? So that was where I was going with that. Because that is something that humans do that, you know, could be unique. Who knows?
Sorry.
You're all good.
Yeah, I don't know. Like yeah, there's lots of like that, and again, that was something that when I initially, because I said it before in another stream, I had initially thought where you were going with this was that we were gonna get an alien that sympathizes with humans in some way, maybe not the same race as the aliens that are doing the invading, but something along those lines, and that sort of thing could have been explored through another lens. You know, that's like they don't get those sorts of things. They don't form relationships the same way, or but I mean, obviously, because that's
some of that coming up in Survivors and Saviors. I'm just saying.
oh, so there you go. I was gonna, but I was, like I said, that was my initial thought, was that we would have that there was going to be a character in 3 that was going to help give us a different lens. And again, it was your baby, not mine. I'm not taking over, and it's proof of how differently we approach making large projects or even audios in general. Is that you like you said, I want characters do this, you know, and I, you know, like I will think, like, how do I get characters to do this? Like, what is the structure behind it that causes that to happen? Which out of the two of us, I like your way better. I just can't do it. Like, I can't. I'm like, okay, well, I have to, like, there has to be reasons for this. There has to have.
I do wonder if that comes from my background as a fanfic writer, because in fanfic you don't have to create lore and everything's already right there, so I just make what I want to happen. So
right, yeah, that's
so yeah, I find like, you know, creating like a whole world and lore, like I find that like really tedious. And like the one time I tried, like in college, I tried to do that and like sat down and like tried to like invent a whole like fantasy world for a story I wanted to write. I got bored and I stopped. So
right.
yeah, I but I was glad
Which is funny,
that Escaped saw my point. He was like, well, if I want the spaceship to float, then it floats. I was like, thank you. That's the way my brain works.
I get it. I do. I totally get it. Oh, okay.
We should probably close it out because it's late.
Yeah, it is. It is very late, and I apologize for that. For my fading in and out. Thankfully I didn't take NyQuil or nothing.
Yeah, I know. I still haven't taken my sleep meds.
It's like Kim. Kim, I'll answer that question for you.
Well, this was good. I'm glad that we did this. I still don't know why. I feel like Streamlabs is being a butt because, like, there's. Hang on. I got one more thing I want to show. But Ed, if you want to hop off, that's totally fine. It's just like one more piece of fan art.
Okay.
So there's been a lot of absolutely amazing art, and actually let me look up really quickly who did this one. Oh, hold on. sorry. Apparently, Missy had messaged me about popping in, but we were just about to wrap up, so I'm gonna say no to that at the moment. Not that we don't. Oh my god! Oh my god! Somebody did the weasel, and it just says Malashka over it. It's so cute. Oh my god. Okay, I have to come back to that one. Hold on. I gotta scroll back up to the one that I wanted to show because I wanted to make sure that I credit the artist properly. This is too far back. Dang it. Oh, I'm in the wrong place, I think. Hold on. I have too many things. I have too many channels. Alright. I can find this. I can do it. Okay. Tree Frog. Tree Frog did this. Alright. Which I just absolutely love. And let me take the slideshow down so that you can see it. That's not the right one. That's the right one. And then... No! I clicked on it. Nothing happened. There we go.
Okay, well, I can't see it yet because it's not. I gotta wait for YouTube to catch up to you.
I posted it on the server a little while ago.
It's under art. No,
Probably.
It's not under art.
It might just be in general, actually, because I was so excited. Yeah, scroll back
That one,
up.
oh, I did see that one. I did see that one. That was awesome.
I just about cried. Like, it is so gorgeous. And somebody said it's like a movie poster. Absolutely. Also, I feel like Jim there is giving me just a tiny bit of Vash the Stampede vibes. Are you getting that?
Maybe. I don't know. I like what I got from it was like not anime poster, but what I thought was because you're doing all this writing as like where's the Kickstarter to turn this into a comic book? You know.
Yeah.
Of course, a comic book, then you'd have to give like the listener. You know, I guess you could just give them speech bubbles, just the speech bubble. Be like, the intention is for you to just enjoy the stuff happening around the character and self-insert. But it's got movie poster vibes for sure. I gotta look at it different so I can. Oh yeah, I see that because of the way they did the hair.
Yeah.
And the chin point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, totally Vash the Stampede vibes, and I love it. Because I love Vash. I absolutely love Vash. So
I also get a kick out of Emerson just suddenly has the gun show arm hanging out like.
I mean, you drew it
poor man.
first.
Well, no, see, I drew him without a shirt at all because of the stupid. Nobody saw that either. That's hanging out somewhere on my computer. That's that one piece of artwork where you're supposed to say "I am" from 2, and
yes,
and I never finished that because it just got lost in all the other half projects I'm doing.
Some people are saying they don't know who Vash the Stampede is. So that's from an anime called Trigun, and I know they more recently remade it, and I need to finish watching that actually. But I watched when it was.
And can I say that
Mhm.
that it's that if with that in that in mind, it would be really funny and it would be totally in character to have Ash reread some of Jim lines as though he was playing Vash the Stampede. like just as much as like it would be really hilarious to hear Jim go love and peace. Love and peace.
Yes. Oh my God.
like he's trying to convince the aliens to stop. Just like no. Be careful. He's really accurate with a helicopter.
That is one of the very few. I mean, overall I have not watched a ton of anime, and most of the anime that I've watched is a bit older at this point. But I generally prefer to watch it subbed, like with the Japanese voice actors with English subtitles, because I like to hear. I mean, also putting it into context, like anime dubbing has come so far, and now it's amazing. You know, now it's really high quality. But back in the day, when I first started watching it was bad. It was not good.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
Like that was. You gotta remember that was back in the days when Funimation consisted of a garage and like a couple people in that garage, and that was the whole thing. You know, like that was like that. and they weren't trained actors. They were, they were not too different from us, just people with microphones and a passion to do something.
Right.
And now they're a much bigger thing, and they can do a lot more. And in some ways that's a lot better, and in some ways it's much, much worse. So like I've always been a dub guy, but that's purely because I am not a brilliant person. I cannot watch a show and read at the same time. I can read or I can watch. I can't do both. And so and I don't have the time. I never had the time to watch something 2 times over. So I think the only subbed, I just had to watch it subbed because I couldn't bear to watch the dub of it, was Escaflowne. I think is the only one that was I was like, no, I'm just gonna watch it twice because the animation is beautiful, and then I'll just figure out what they said afterwards and hope I get the gist.
Is that the one with Isaac Newton at the end?
No.
Okay,
I don't think so.
I'm mixing it up with another.
Because Escaflowne is about the girl that's it's an isekai, because so many of them from that era of anime are isekais. It's this girl who she's into running track, I think, and somehow while she's running track, she accidentally causes a rift between worlds, and then something chases her into the different world, and then that's when she meets the Van and the is it Shizar or whatever his name is. There's this princely knight.
Time ago.
Yeah, it's this princely knight character, and then Van is this kind of salt of the earth, and they both have these giant mechs, and that's where I got hooked on it, was the giant mechs, because yeah, big robot smash, yeah, love story, forget that, forget the love story.
So I was gonna say though that Trigun and Cowboy Bebop for me are the only 2 that I prefer to listen to dubbed, because those 2 casts are amazing, and just those were the only 2 in that era that were actually good. So
there's a question for you before we cut. It's a winding down question. You have to replace one of us with an actor from that era, either Steve Bloom or so who do you replace, and with whom for RFA?
I'm thinking. Oh gosh. I'm I love everybody where they are. Let me think. Look at the poster for inspiration here. I don't actually want to trade anyone.
Oh wow.
I don't. As much as I love some of those voices, like Johnny Young Bosch, I love him. I love him so much. And then even some of the Japanese actors that I love. I think it would be a very different question for me if you were if you could cast this in Japanese with your favorite Japanese VAs, who would you pick? Then I'd be all over. I'd be like, oh my god, this one, I want this one, this one. Then I'd be all about it, and I'd probably get all their names wrong. At this point, I wouldn't remember them super well. But no, in English, no, I don't want to replace any of you.
I tried.
We have one final piece of fan art, because this just came in from Strawberry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll send it to you, so you don't have to wait 20 minutes. Oh no, where's the DM? Wait, I'll just put this in the editor's DM so that Weeb can see it too.
Okay, there you go.
So cute.
Nice. That's nice. That's really cute.
I love it so much. I love it. Maybe I'd replace myself. There we go. Do that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna end up being in a similar boat anyway, because I would really, really love to but I'm gonna try to write 10 episodes of it. I would really like to make a full series out of Broken Legacy, which was my play on Star Trek. And like that had a lot of traction when it first came out, because that was originally a build and ed. Just I don't even remember how, but that was something that just I didn't think would work, and it ended up working way better than I thought. Which is like, I don't know why, that's like 90% of my stuff anyway. It's just like I'll just do the thing. Like I plan something out to be meaningful, and like it's like two views. I act like an idiot underneath your bed, and this is like I need 14,000 more sequels of this.
Can't always predict what's gonna land sometimes. I just thought of an interesting question to end on, if you want to answer this, because I know we talked about it a little bit, but when you did wake up and then later you got to watch the live stream that we did for you, the Help and Ed live stream, like, what was that like? If you want to say. If you don't want to answer that, you don't have to. You can talk about something
I would. Okay, I want to preface this with, I was on all the drugs. I think I bawled the whole time.
Oh.
Like, to be fair, I was bawling at every commercial that was on television. I was bawling at people bringing me, like, people like saying hi to me. I like, I was bad. Like, I would go from being incredibly angry to being like, to just an absolute mess. And I was like, and of course, you know, like, I didn't have a voice, so they could just see tears streaming down my face. But yeah, by the time I could actually, like, by the time I was like somewhat sober, I thought it was really funny. I felt really bad about the part when, like, Weeb was like, I wonder if, like, wouldn't it be funny if he woke up? I'm like, you ass. So it wasn't like I wasn't trying.
Yeah, no, it was a good night, but it was sometimes a little hard. It was like, I need to keep myself together and not, like, basically try to be as positive as possible while still being, like, realistic. So yeah, it was an interesting experience, but it just, like,
keep in mind, like, I had my dumbass decided to, like, I was gonna wait till the absolute wire, because the insurance company called my wife. They're like, if he doesn't wake up in like the next 48 hours, we're pulling. So, like,
I
like,
love that you shared that with me live on stream, because I did not know that. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, no.
And then of course, like, they tell, like, of course she panics, and I'm just like, okay, I'm awake now. Like,
oh my god.
like a petulant 6-year-old. I'm like, fine then, Mom. The most important, the thigh slap from around that heard around the world was that too. Was Ed, are you awake? Because that's how they figured out I was awake. I kept slapping my thigh.
Oh.
Like, but it's the only thing I could do. I couldn't talk. I couldn't move. And I felt like I was vacuum sealed in a plastic bag. And I just noticed that I could start doing this. And then one of the nurses saw me, and I remember hearing them be like, Ed, can you hear me? Are you awake? And I was like,
no, I definitely did not know that. I'm sure I'll be able to sleep tonight. It's fine. Also,
it's fine. It is fine. I'm awake. It's okay. But I better be awake. If this is, because I'll tell you what, I'll be pissed. But then I will, when I do wake up, be like, Kim, I have all the freaking answers. I got this. You just have to trust me, okay? Just trust me, bro.
Oh, sorry. I forget that the video is delayed. I'm like, oh, Bones is doing things. No, he's still a ball. Anyway, Dragon Duppy.
Time dilated, Bones.
Dragon Duppy, we're proud of you for managing your mental health too. I'm glad that we're we're able to help you out. And yes, write all the things, create all the
Yeah.
things.
Yes, do stuff. Stuff is good.
Yeah, we're starting to get punchy at the end of this, so we're gonna close it out now. But I thought I
That's
definitely
my
wanted
secret. I'm always punchy.
see. But yeah, I wanted to come on and answer some more questions and hang out with everybody some more. And definitely stay tuned to see. I'm gonna get together some more merch options. There's lots of requests for stickers, so I'm gonna make just like a whole bunch more stickers, and then probably do like a holiday sale as well. So if you're able to, you can treat yourself to some Aliens goodies.
RFA Christmas special. You've heard.
And I just started thinking about the Jack bag.
Santa's got your jack bag. Sorry.
You want a notebook?
like
Okay.
Oh, the notebook. Okay. Let's see. The Linus notebook. Yeah. No.
The
We already have
Linus lined notebook.
Linus lined notebook. Yeah. For all those times you need to say fuck.
Oh, that was the thing I was going to say about that, was when I was having people help me count the swears, because like I was reading through the script and I would like say the word and how many times it had been said. I'm like, okay, bastard.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And like you guys, they were like tallying them up for me. And then I was like, okay, 4 fucks. And Luna, like, I think it was Luna right off the bat was like, oh, someone's panicking. I was like, God damn, yes, you are correct. Anyway.
You're like, yes, someone is panicking. Me, I'm panicking.
But yes, now you know the secret as to why there was so much less swearing per minute during part 3 is because Derek is unconscious for like 80% of it.
That would be a fun thing too. Like, just go through a section, be like, if you thought the swearing was bad before, you should hear it with the listeners' lines included, and it will just have the gap and just do nothing but censor bleep.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, it's weird now writing part 4 and actually giving the listener a voice, because I asked them how they wanted me to write it, and they said first person. So I'm like, oh man, the listener has like lines and stuff now, and it's wild.
It's thoughts and
Yeah.
it's like, for the longest time, like ever since I was captured, I just had this sensation that someone else was in my head.
It's like, what was that movie? With John Malkovich?
Yeah, being John Malkovich.
Being John Malkovich, that was it. Yeah, like that. Anyway.
I don't sound anything like that. You sound exactly like that.
It's such a weird movie. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you to the replay crew listening back to this later. Thank you for being fans. We appreciate you so much. And, you know, if you're like, oh, I can't join or I can't donate or whatever, just watching and sitting through the commercials and commenting, interacting, all of that helps us out. So just keep on doing that.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you. And
Yes, we are all so excited that you're here.
but until next time.
I'm gonna write a script of Emerson being sick and be like like months after everything's settled. And it's just like he's like, what do you mean I always sound like this? It's like Kim's like, is he dying? Like it's like, I am not dying.
Oh.
I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control. And I can't fight it.
Oh. All right. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, eat, drink, sleep, stretch, take your meds, do all the things you need to do to stay healthy, and we will catch you next time. Good night.